So we're really on that Silksong. It's windy as hell, but I don't really care. What can I tell? Feel like Drake Bell, Josh Peck. You see the needle and damn. You see the what is this? What is this called? You see the hold on. You see the needle and pin that resembles hornet and lace. Shawty had to be lace cause she went against me. Lost lace. I lost against lace, but I still prevail. We gon' I'm done with it, bro. I can't. I'm already sick. I can't. Hey, what's up, Kay? Gotta leave this joint is blaring. This wind, it got wind of Iraq. Jesus. I'm finna do Still Soul. The joint should be easy, even though I'm debuffed like crazy. I'm not being honest. I'm sick as hell. I can't breathe through my nose. My throat on fire. I can't see. I'm seeing double right now. I see about 5 cameras right now. That's what I'm looking at. It's bad. But before I actually do that, I'm about to go to Fleetopia. Johnny, what's up, Johnny? I can't even read, bro. Thank you, Eva. 2026 out there gonna be fire, hopefully, because it could be bad. Who knows what happens? that's hope, hopefully. But I'm gonna go back to Fleetopia, bro. Oh my God, my slime's not pulling up. I need to go to Fleetopia just really fast, and there's no fast way to like leave. Oh brother, can you remember that dude I fought that was like guarding like the fine shawty, bro? The fine ass plant. Apparently, bro, he got like a high score and it's crazy. GTA 6, I'm about to say, that's basically 2027. Like that joint is in October. Can my young sons pull up here, bro? Don't be scared. Don't be scared. I get it though. Hell no. They gotta get older or something. I wish that can unlock it, but nope. I'm about to say GTA 6 gonna be gas. Gas. Oh my God, no. I already proved my point last time, bro. I already whooped your ass. Nope. But like legit, I have hunters on. It's over. Good aim. Golly. But that ass, bro, I don't know what timing I'm gonna be on in the stream, bro, because like, to be honest, I'm sick as hell. I don't even know what's really happening. I was like, I might as well just stream this joint, bro. Let me get this over with. I can't even hear when I speak. Like my ears is clogged up, bro. It's bad. I got debuffs on debuffs, bro. Like my lungs is filled, bro. Like my heart. We did a CT scan. My heart was blue. Like I ain't never seen that in my life. But they say, hey yo, just take some albuterol, you be fine. Yo, can you take me up, gang? I need help. I got you. Thank you. Kid, what's up, bruh? How about it, bro? Daniel, we beat the game. Like we got the true ending. We did everything. How was my Christmas? That was fire. What's up, Jay Money? I'm not doing good at all, by the way. That's all I want to know. But the Christmas was gas type ish. I got a look. This is what I got for Christmas. I got a candle. You can barely see that bit, but it's a candle. It's that lake shit. It's that lakeside morning candle. I got another one too. I got a wallet. Got a big ass journal. Like the journal big as hell. It got like 500 pages. I could rewrite the Bible if I want to in that bit. Hold on. My young slimes, I'm too lazy. I need to give them like an allowance or something to give them more motivation. Golly. What's up, Dr. Universal Man? Dang, there's a lot of my ears, bro. Be careful about that candle. It'll be fine. You sound like my mom. Like she got, thank you. She got hella anxiety when I put any candle on. It's just like, she put with a Lethal Company suit with the fire extinguisher just waiting for that bit to ignite the whole block. I'm like, we good. What's up, Mud? How you doing, bro? I know it's been a minute. We gotta go to Fleetopia because apparently that, you remember, yeah, you already know? Yeah, you already know that one dude there. That one dude there doing something. How I get there? Apparently he got like the high score in every Fleetopia game. Which I got stick drift, which I'm gonna break that mug. It ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? I am the champion. If he did take over, I'm gonna get the high score again. What if I ducks? If I could. This is bad, bro. This is bad. The amount of those cannons are fire hazard. Yeah, they're a fire hazard. If you just out here throwing that bit, like, it's not that deep. Like, fires, like, if candles were sentient beings just moving on its own, just going to the kitchen trying to make a grilled cheese, it's like, yeah, that's a fire hazard. Kill it. But it's just a it's just a box. It's literally just a box that just sits still. It's a damn cylinder. Move out my way. It's just a cylinder that's not gonna move. Unless, oh my God, you almost got my ass. I'm not locked in. Unless you, like, I don't know, have, like, if it didn't have like a barrier, there's no way that you can, like, light your house on fire, bro. You too young to have candles. Like, y'all already messed up. Even though I'm not responsible for nothing, but I'm good. Yo, this dude got aimbot. No, Jesus. It's like, why the hell do y'all? Oh, I didn't even know they had the light. They had the Christmas lights, bro. Even though it's like, what? It's like the 30th? It's December 30th. They got the Christmas lights on that bed. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? You know what I'm saying? Fleetopia champion here, man. You know what I'm saying? Fleetopia champion. How you doing? How y'all doing? I need to check if this is real. Okay, I'm still, okay. I don't know how he pulls up. Okay. They was tweaking that. I kept getting hella comments that be like, hey, yo, bro, you're not gonna be the Fleetopia champion for long, bro. Like, that joke gonna be broken. Bro, you tweaking. You tweaking, folk. You tweaking. I'm good. You saw that bit. Can I get some walk? Free walk forever. Do this forever. Golly. Okay, bet. We chilling. We chilling. Now let's do the Silksong run, bro. I can't feel. You got your first case of stick drift on PS5 after like 2 years. That's not bad. I got stick drift like after 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So that's, you did your thing. Golly. I can handle it, but let's finally do the Silksong run, bro. Simple. I predict that we're gonna beat the game. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure we're just gonna beat the game. Yeah. Death is permanent. You know what I'm saying? Just like IRL. This joint about to be simple. He's in another spot. Okay, that's what I gotta do. But let's just do this. Wait, they see your beauty. Wait, is this the same thing? They see your beauty so fair and fine. They see your peace woven under faith and told. But shoot, they forget your heart bound in slumber and servitude when you wake and see the truth. The beast nature better all though. Bro, I got a shit split. Like it's just bad, bro. I'm hurting, bro. Golly. Silksong, man. This don't appear to be easy. I'm about to skip these cutscenes low key. Unless it's new. Does it change? I'm pretty sure it's the same joint. Yeah, it's the same joint because like Shawty walked through the joint with like hella people. This is bad. This is memories though, bro. I remember on September, when this game came out, like I did a no face cam like first part of this. This part of the game, I did an edited video. So I was in my drawers, like I was in nothing. I was rocking nothing. You know what I'm saying? Wearing this. You know what I'm saying, bro? Bulls Bati out just playing this bit. That joint was an experience. And then the second part through everything was streamed. You know what I'm saying, bro? I got this. I got this. Hopefully. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like if I'm being realistic, no troll. I'll probably get to grow and then I'm dead. I'm not gonna lie. As with me grow, bro, Jonathan and them with the ghillies, who's gonna kill me? I'll be honest. And then we got free. I still don't understand this. Not really, but that's why I finna look at the lore. God, I don't get it. How the hell is she free falling like Miles Morales? No emotion, just oh damn, you falling. Swag. Okay, we finna get to Act 2. That's it. I'm gonna be honest. As soon as we meet Grow and his family, it's over. Actually, you know what's crazy? When we meet the Beast Fly, I think that's when it's over. When we get the Beast Crest, it might be over. If I'm being honest. Listen, Henny, bro, you can't die, bro. The fact that this is stream makes me hella nervous. Oh my God. That plot armor coming heavy. Coming healthy. Damn, we got nothing, bro. Hold on, we have nothing. It's over. Golly, we don't got double jump. We don't even got that dash. I feel empty. I'm empty. I feel so empty. That's all I have. Only 4 health. Let's do this. I don't even want to fight y'all. Actually, I need Silk though. Even enemies like this is low-key giving me a heart attack. Okay, calm down, bro. Ain't that deep. I think you can get moss berries from them. That's it. That came in like raw. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. This is bad. This is bad. I forgot you can ledge grab. I forgot you can ledge grab. Remember that. Shout out to my homies Will and Pellin. Shout out to my homies Josh, Derek, all the dudes, you know what I'm saying, who made this game. I'm scared. It could be over. This ain't nothing though. This is peaceful as prey, you know what I'm saying? Except this dude, nope. What if I die to Moss Mother, bro? I don't even have a map. I have nothing to my name. I don't even have my ID. I ain't got nothing. I ain't got my keys, bro. It's over. Still so complacency is a brew. Second you feel safe is when you lose a run. That's what I'm saying, bro. I need my anxiety to be on 100, bro. Constantly. You know what I'm saying, bro? Like never let your guard down. I'm gonna be pure existential crisis anxiety right now, bro. There is no peace in my being, bro. I'm gonna assume death. Like this dude right here, that's the final boss. You the final boss. This is like hardcore Minecraft, bro. Give me this. Is tutorials on? Would they still give me like tutorials and stuff like, this is how you do this? I know everything. Ah! Okay, it's like this is scripted. This is scripted, bro. I thought I got hit with like a poisonous like bush. Golly, bro. You got this. Just don't die. Get some like Pepto-Bismol. Like you gonna die for real. There's no benches don't matter, bro. Except for like healing. Okay, we good. I said the bubble guts be hidden, bro. I feel that. Every time I woke up for school, that's exactly how I felt like every time, bro. Can I get up there? Nope. I'm weak as hell. I'm nothing, bro. I feel like Naruto before he got the damn Shadow Clone Jutsu. I got nothing. Okay. See, this is where it gets bad. That's the final boss. What's over here? Everything is boosted to 100, bro. Everything is boosted to I don't have a double jump. Stop! See, this is not worth it, bro. This ain't worth it. I only got 3 shots for this adventure. I'm sorry. Even just the children in the cul-de-sacs is demons, bro. They're considered demons now, bro. Nope. You're gonna have to die quick. Thank you. Damn, I'm sorry I had to do that, bro. You see a jit playing jump rope, shoot him in the head, bro. He a demon. That is a Keter class SCP now. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. Up the yappa. Don't even. I'm not even gonna explore. I'm not even gonna explore, bro. Like it just straight up get to the objective. Can I get this moss berry if I'm swaggy? Watch this. Yo, there's no dash. I feel like an unk, bro. It's just nothing. What's down there? Don't even try. Milan, what's up, bro? Hey, Saturday if you don't get the Hunters March first try. Hold on, what? You might not mean. Okay, so this I gotta get a Hunter's March in order to save Milan's life, bro. You know what Loki should have done? I should have put up a YouTube video of somebody being this, you know what I'm saying, still soulless. And act like I was playing it, bro. Okay, now Milan. Ah! Oh, it's fine. Relax, bro. Yo, why is it so tense? I need help. I got the bubble guts and I have a migraine. Sit on the bench. Sit on the bench. I'm sorry, Milan. You're gonna have to die, bro. I'm sorry. R.I.P. Any family members, hit them up. Say you love them. You got make a bucket list, achieve it. Achieve everything. Cause is there anything? No, there isn't. Don't stop exploring, bro. I'm not even gonna try to loot, bro. We get into the objective, bro. Like, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm about to say you can't die. There's no death. Still on the bench because when you die, it's like, no, bro. When you die, you die. That's it. Okay, you finna fight the baddest jump in Moss Home. Let's do this. Okay. Can I spawn camp? Can I spawn? Damn it. They playing my jump too. Hold on. They playing my jump. I can't focus. You gotta be playing this track, bro. What? Why do you gotta be playing this though? For what? Why do you gotta be playing this? Now I'm about to die. I can't focus. I can't focus. It's over. Now you gotta be playing. It's over, bro. I'm not gonna lie. It's up, bro. It's up, bro. If I be honest, bro. It's up. It's up. Man. Ain't she bad too? It's like, nah, I got too much going on. Help. Okay, this is not bad. If you spawning familiar. You spawning familiar. Oh! Come to me. And also come to me. Oh, damn it. We good. Heal up. We're gonna heal off of one Brennan, bro. Like one mask, we healing up. Are you serious? Oh. She going demon mode. I can't breathe through my nose. How much damage you take? I'll tell you, bro. Them thighs got all that HP in that bit. Thank you, bro. I didn't know you took that much damage. I'm sorry, though. Damn. You was bad as hell. I don't know who I'm talking to. Yeah, she did. It don't matter. Okay, bro. First boss down. This is the farthest we're gonna get. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be humble. It's the first thing. I can't even get into this. This is where the snails hide out, bro. This is bad. Oh my God. Jesus. Like this is too intense. Hey, it's a top 5 baddest in Far Moon. You like in 5th place. Oh my God. Why the hell you laughing at me? Like, what the hell? How am I supposed to trust you? Golly. Gotta fight, grow. No. But stop hitting my body. That's literally what I said. Like, literally before I started this, I was like, when we get to grow, it's over. Like, I literally said that. Like, when it, like, grow is literally, like, the peak. After that, I can't do it. It's over. Give me that, my flow. I'm gonna skip all your dialogue, not gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? This is still so run. We already been through this. You probably don't remember, but I'm gonna have to get fast. There's a still so run. You'll see. You'll just watch stream. You're gonna see that bit. So how many you got on my face? You got on my face. You got on my face. No, we gotta talk about, like, you know, to say all the stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta say all that. No, I ain't trying to do all that. Okay, now I got the new. It's bad. It might kill me. This is too scary. This is scary. Golly, architect for Grow? Jesus. Maybe the first time going through here, bro. Man, this bring back memories, man. I'm about shoved up as hell. Like, golly. Like, there's too much stuff. This would be all the pilgrims and stuff. Yep. Bone bottom. Man. It felt like just like yesterday I was here. Wow. I've never seen you before in my life. Even though it felt familiar, I felt like I've seen you before, like in a different dimension. You have. Oh, for real, that's crazy. Yeah. Golly. Cause like, hold on, this is Era's joint, right? But we can't It don't matter. Who's here? Yo ass. We've never seen your ass ever again. Like, ever again. Golly, bro. Don't die to a fly, please. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna die. I'm either gonna die to like some bull. I'm gonna die to like, I'm gonna like, I don't know, break my ankle, bro, or something. I don't know what's gonna happen. A flight of stairs, I'm gonna slip and fall that bit like Caleb City. Like, it's gonna be bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? You chose this place to rest. Yeah, I already seen your at last dimension. Oh, for real, that's crazy. Yeah, man, it's nuts. It's nuts. It's nuts. I can't even see. The fact I'm seeing double right now. I'm sick as hell. I've been sick for a minute. You know what I'm saying, bro? What's up, Peb? I know you scamming. I don't even got money. Oh, traveler, you broke as hell? Yes, I am. And I need as much thing. This is still so run. Can you give me everything for free? Like, this don't matter. Like, in the last save file, I gave you about like 80 beds. It's over. It's over. It's over. It's gonna be bad. Like, I'm gonna die so fast. It's crazy. Don't we meet Sherma right here? Gang. Yo, you probably don't remember me. Hear my play, please hear my sing. My past ahead, but there's the thing. I can squeeze past, I'll get up on. So please wake up, oh shit. Why do you say little one? I know why you do it, but hey, you probably don't remember me, but I was like on track 6, 7, and 9. You know what I'm saying? I featured in your, you probably don't remember me. I remember your ass. You from the last playthrough. Okay, so you do remember me. That's a gas. Again, you still tweaking? You still off that Actually, I don't have my needle in, bro. That's crazy. I ain't got nothing. It's gonna be bad, bro. You saying all these locations, I might not even get there. I'm gonna die to this dude, bro, to this YN, bro. One of his cousins. He gonna kill me. No, I don't have I don't got nothing, bro. This is bad news. Where? Okay. Hey, yo, Sherman, can you come with me, bro? Please? No? He's not gonna do nothing, but it's over. I have no confidence in life. I need Flonase, bro. This is bad. Should we go? Where's progress? That's like the ultimate goal. There's shards over there. Shards? I don't even care. The less y'all can fight, the better, bro. Die. I thought he was gonna like. Even fighting y'all is too much, bro. I have my nail. Look at my nail, bro. Look at my shoot. Look at my nail, bro. This joint about damage. This joint not doing no damage. Like, this is bad. Like, I might as well just throw like rocks at people. I might as well just get a water bottle. And it's like I don't know, bro. Like, I'm not gonna do no damage. That joint about dull as hell. It's over. I have no hope, bro. I lost all hope for a happy ending. It's pending. Okay, you was just a skull. Even y'all dudes, like no, bro. Actually, you know what's crazy? Nah. You know, I'm gonna get the shell wood. Them damn craws, bro. They gonna kill me. Wait, what is down here, bro? Why am I going down here, bro? I'm scared. I remember this was my first death. I died here my first time, bro. My first playthrough, bro. It might be over. I'm gonna die to them green craw dudes, bro. Creeblies. They're making two of y'all. Oh my god. Stop! I got a wall jump. I don't have anything, bro. I know, gang. Stop! Okay. God leave, bro. I don't have anything, bro. I don't have nothing I'm used to. Okay. This is the farthest I'm gonna get. If I'm being honest, if there's anything a little bit more difficult than that, it's over. It's over. I'm just back here. Yo, you're not gonna do nothing. This is too much, bro. My heart can't take this. Widow death, I bet. I'm not gonna get the widow, bro. Like, I say a widow death. Like, you do realize I'm gonna get to damn Crawl Lake, bro. They got them damn kunais throwing 3 kunais at the same time, bro, while dripping like this. They're like damn Minato with it, bro. I'm gonna die to them. It's over. It's over. Like, I got it. I move slow as hell. I feel so slow, bro. It's crazy. Okay, let's just go back down and then go to the right, bro. Was there a right I could have went to? I don't know anything. I'm too weak. You're still too weak. You don't have enough hate. Hey, yo, Sherman, your music is opening the door. Oh my God. I can feel your music opening the door. Open the door. Bro, you did it, gang. Good job, mud. Oh, this is it, man. I told you, bro. Got the lyrics, got that beat. Okay, you doing it in my face. Gay, nice as kid I met. Gay, yeah. Did that joint? Okay, you still do the gate close creator, bro. Bro, finna collab with Metro Boomin. I see you, gang. BDBs. These my first BDBs, man. Most of them almost went off screen. I'm not even gonna spend any of this, bro. Golly. Golly, bro. Oh my gosh. Our first tax. Perfect 30. This is our first tax of the experience, man. Beautiful. Our first taste of the greed of Farloon, bro. Let's put that bit in. There's no point of benches, but I'm gonna do it. Just so I can get this one mask. We need all the help we can get. What did it say? Pilgrim, you are blessed to walk the foundation of Farloon, humble yourself before the shells of those who gave their lives to hold our kingdom's right gut. No doubt. To be honest, I ain't gonna do nothing. Metal. Cause this is like IRL, like this, like hardcore Minecraft still so running Hollow Knight made me realize that this is impossible. Like, we look up to Hornet in the night, they can't do this for real. If they have one life, this is not possible. Imagine if the base game was just like, yeah, you die for real, you have to start all over. Only 5 people in America like will beat this game. People in Japan, I feel like dudes in Japan, like everyone in Japan gonna do that, bro. You got the dude making udon noodles for a living, like, you know what I'm saying, 100% in the game, deathless. Oh my God. You take about 80 hits. Golly, bro. I'm telling you, bro, Sherman really her, him. I keep saying her. I swear, like, for like 100%, now I say like 90% through the experience, I thought Sherman was a shawty. Nope. That is a guy. Which how is it? How do is that even real? How do we know? Gender neutral. I can't breathe. I think my sickness is making it better though. I don't know. It's just a feeling. I ain't gonna touch you, gang. That's your lane, gang. I don't have nothing. I don't have a dash. That rock finna fall on your head. No, it's not. It's not even a rock. Move your ass. I thought you finna see the fleas. I can't feel my face. I'm scared. This is too tight, bro. Oh my goodness gracious Lord. Yeah, y'all dudes a problem. Y'all dudes a problem. That Kibi Maru from Naruto. Remember him? So I think if you go down here, that rock gonna fall on my head, bro. There's too many ops. You got, oh, there you go. You got sentient ops and you got non-alive ops. What's up, y'all? Damn. It was just y'all 3? It was just them 3, bro. And then, and then that's it. Hey, what's up, man? Like, I saw you in my dream or something. Like, you in a different dimension. Yeah, I am. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all have no fleas, but just trust me. In the next like 60 hours, y'all gonna get hella fleas. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna lie. I'm not finna do that. It's just, I already know what you want me to do. I know everything. I'm not finna get no flea for your ass. I'm gonna be honest. If they on my journey, I will. That's the only thing. Bro, come on, Mud. Come on, Mud. Yeah, I'm sorry, bro. Man, I just want to say what's up with y'all. How y'all doing? Even though it would be useful, actually, I might have to do it to get the walk. I do need to get the walk. You know what I'm saying, bro? Go to Hunter's March. I'm gonna die Hunter's March, bro. If I'm being honest. like, Millen gonna have to die, bro. Like, your doctor gotta do something better. Like, give you, like, put you on chemo, do something. Yeah, I don't know. Is this progress? I don't even know, bro. We really had nothing. No, they had the sign right here. We really had nothing, bro. Then this music beautiful. We can't do nothing. Am I just back at, I think I'm just back here. Where? Is it safe? No. This is too much. This is too much. Yeah, there's lava right there. That would be my life. Isn't this where that my card at, bro? Yeah, I can't even. Can I do this? No, this don't even work. Okay, I have to go back up. Bro said, yeah, it's safe. What do you mean it wasn't? Even you and not, bro. Come on, Bob. Bob praying for my downfall, even though that was probably like, you didn't know either. I don't trust nobody. There's no friends in life. Like my survival instinct is taking over, bro. I don't trust nobody. Like no, bro. I'm constantly ADSing, bro. Like no, none of that, bro. Aim down sight. That's it. How you open this? Damn. I did everything, but I forgot everything. No! Calm down, bro. Relax, bro. No. Look, like, why does everything want to kill me? I didn't realize how bad it was. Hey, first anal bead, bro. Damn, bro. First time for everything. It's like I need everything, bro. About to say. Okay, I think it's up. I didn't even know it's the background. There's a bridge right there. I didn't even see that. Ooh. Actually, what's over here? Oh, I didn't even realize that these like platforms are made out of blueberry nerds. I didn't even realize that. Can you remember you go to Mount Fay and there's like that whole cavern of blueberry nerds? I'm like, what the hell is that? But it's the things that build these things, no doubt. If I say stuff and it doesn't make sense, just be prepared. Even though that's literally, I do that all the time, but for my brain not really rare. So wait, does this drop this down? It does. Isn't this where we meet Chakra? Don't. Okay. Don't. It is, you hear? Hey. What's up, man? Ah! Don't! Listen, I die for real. So if I think one of those cheers will kill me, bro. Please don't, bro. Bro, what? I might let this the way the way greet each other. So you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm my fault for scaring your ass. You good, but please don't do that again. Just don't. Jesus Christ. Listen, bro. I gave you about hella money in a different dimension. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm finna get angst from Levy just to come up here and be like, hey, yo, bro, show this person that, like I did this. Cause, like, bro, I ain't... You talking about names are given freely, but your ass don't want to damn give me. Forget it, bro. I'm gonna get. All right, bro. I could do that too, but like, you know what I'm saying. We meet your like dead master. I don't want to spoil her. I don't want to spoil her what happens later. But actually, let me tell her, bro, real quick. Just to give her hope. This might mess up the timeline. Listen, gang, listen. Like we meet your master like later on. Like if just go to Bow. Just go to Bow and then go to the right. You know what I'm saying? And then like shoot. Your master will be there. How I open this? Just go up. I'm pretty sure we don't fight Era immediately because this is a Beltway station, but You have to do something. Yeah, you have to get the thing. Oh, there you trapped. I got you. Listen, we gonna be the bestest of friends, right? But like, do not try to kill me when I let you go. I know, like, you probably in the primal instinct right now. I am too. I'm scared of everything, so I don't blame you. So, but I got you, gang. She don't believe me. It's over. You gonna pot sink her, huh? What? That's it very far, but we're gonna do about bow water. We're not gonna get there. You said we're gonna do about it, bro. It's nothing. I have no confidence we're going to look at it. Like, this dude gonna kill me. Like that's the backstep of doom. Like, Shawty doing the backstep of doom. Oh my god, like finding Yacht is too demonic. Like, Shawty backdashing I don't know, bruh. Like, it's too much. Actually, hold on. Isn't this how you get to the Mossberry, ma'am? I can't even make that jump, bro. I have nothing cool to do. Go down to the homeless guy. Who's the homeless guy? There's a lot of homeless people here. Like, it's just like, bro. Stop. Heal up, bro. Does this break? No, I gotta get up there. Hey, can I even do that? This dude is anti-piracy. Hold on. No, I gotta do it. Oh my god. Bro, backstep of doom. Bro got that backstep of doomsday. Like, do you see him, bro? He not even looking at where you jumping. You know how you doing this? Good, touche. Thank you for dying, bro. It's like everybody. You see a plumber on the street, that's a demon. You know what I'm saying? That's kill on sight, bro. That's a demon. Let me get these rosaries, bro. Every rosary count, bro. It costs about $50,000 to get a map. Let me go up here, bro. So okay. That's the homeless guy. There's traps here too. Like, this makes you realize how cutthroat this is, bro. Like, this is too demonic. Like, look at this like, that's your ass get impaled. Like, if you see a mom, you know what I'm saying, with a kid in a stroller, bro, that's a demon. You know what I'm saying? We're not trusting anybody. We were fallen by grace and water, by threaded healed for the favor. No doubt. This is why, isn't this where I get, there's too many traps. Look how many traps there is. Look at this buck tooth banana booth. Okay, I'm healing. As soon as I get up Brent, I'm healing. Stop. Who set this here, bro? I didn't realize how bad this is. Like, I already knew this, but we know life really in danger. Like, who the hell laughing? Ain't nothing funny, bro. Who the hell is you? Who is you and who the hell is you and who is them? All of a sudden, you rock with them. Who y'all praying to? Look at them, bro. They homeless, but they got hella energy, bro. How you got this much energy with no food or water? Make it make sense, bro. I mean, that's what happens when you fast. Go to the spot. I could do that. You right, gang. Okay, this where we get our first jump. Which this is David doesn't land who will remain long, but remember King like King Kong. Bet. Super Saiyan. Alright, bet. I think Jesus, this is where we get Silk Spear, right? Right? Yes. We got Silk Spear. This is the peak of this run. I'm not gonna lie. It's about throwing the bit. We're gonna throw that bit of throat. Yes, sir. Knock your free air out and possibly die. My heart can't take this, bro. I can't have it on record that I die to air out, bro. Like, if that happens, it's over, bro. that my whole career is over. What career? I don't know. This. So I can break this. Hey! Yeet! No doubt. No doubt. Okay. Oh my God. Sir, ma'am, calm your ass down. Okay. We might as well just break this. Isn't there like, no, isn't it down? I think it's down. He just want to end it all. Listen, bro. I talked to Ida before this, and I think she chilling. I think my words got to her, so like she could be cooling. Maybe. I don't know. I just pray to God it's gonna be over. It's over. Like, oh, that's over. like I have no confidence. I have no confidence, bro. If I'm being honest, like this is pure primal instinct. Like I'm talking about self-doubt, everything, bro. Actually, you know what? Nah, we got this, bro. Listen, bro. Listen, gang. Listen, I love you. You are loved by me too. You know what I'm saying? Like, worship God, bro. Please, I'm gonna break this. Don't break me, all right? Gang, listen. You welcome. It's over. It's over, bro. What are you doing? Okay. I remember she jumps. Yes, she jumps. Oh my God, you're not done? Okay, that's double damage. It's over. It's over. It's over, bro. Cause like you rush and then you jump. Okay. This shawty, listen. Oh my God, I know you're gonna jump that far, ma'am. Okay, so what I have to do, I think I just gotta let him jump over me, bro. Sorry. Even though I know you're not feeling nothing. I know this don't hurt at all. Okay, yeah, just let it jump over me, bro. That's the play. You do that too. I forgot you got big up bowling balls of doom. You got big ball of doom. Christmas ornaments of doom. Can I heal? Please? Thank you. How did I hit you? Okay. Oh. What that mean? What that mean? What is that? Huh? Okay. The whole roof coming down. You breaking down the fort, my G. You bringing down the whole crib, my G. How? You just hack it? Okay, I thought it was gonna jump over me, bro. I thought it was gonna go over me, but my head, my damn head. Stop. What you doing? I'm saving all my stuff for healing, bro. But Bren, that's it. I'm so locked in, bro. Like, I just got my mouth open the whole time, just like, oh. You know, bro, if you don't relax, I don't have enough time. I don't have a dash. Like, I don't got nothing, bro. Like, this is not fair. This is okay, bro. What? I can't even speak English. Like, I love you, bro, but you was a thank you. I'm sorry, but like, you the opposition right now. You know what I'm saying? Calm your ass down. Damn. Oh, we're fine. Okay, we got past simple. Oh, I'm scared of everything, bro. I'm scared of everything. What is this? What is this? It's a mash art? I forgot what this is. Oh, this is our first dream. What if I fall to the abyss in this parkour course? Like, do I die? I don't think so. Jesus, this is bright. Child, you ain't died to that bell beast and you're still so run. I see you, gang. I see you, mud. Return Ultra Insane, but nah, I'm not gonna lie, bro. This is low-key too easy, man. Cause I'm debuffed to doom. You know what I'm saying? Come child when it's awakening though. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like an 8 p.m. That pull up, no doubt. This is gonna be easy, bro. Silk Heart. What does do again? Regain the power of regeneration. Sit with the Wonder Boy. Don't I already do that? I forgot everything. Hold on. Don't I do that already though? What are you talking about? Oh, okay. It just that one. So okay, I get you. I just have that silk. So can I call? Oh yeah. Hey, stop. Listen, bro, that's my fault, gang, for like doing that. Even though it's your fault, I know you was tweaking. You just recently captured, but hey. Yeah, I accept your apology, bro. It's just that, like, listen, like, I died for real. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if you was holding back. I don't know. I just appreciate you for not killing me, gang. That's my fault for hitting you that time. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That was on the past, bro, type ish. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, this might be the last time you see me, though. You said I got this? You're right, bro. You're right, bro. I'll see you. Where can we go? Actually, let's, like, take me to bow bottom, actually, bro. Take me to bow bottom real quick. My fault, gang. Like, that's the thing. Like, that's exactly what happened last dimension. You got scared in that dimension too. That's crazy. Please, man. Oh no. It's fine. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? We still doing it, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get to Hunter's March and it's over. We finna go in the sidewalk and it's gonna be demons. Trained soldiers. Just trained soldiers, bro. Just in the street. Finna slime me, bro. That's what's about to happen. Where am I? I don't have a map, bro. This bench is useless. Does this open this? I remember this. No doubt. So that opened the bench for the free, right? All this should be like this. I don't even got Eva, bro. I don't got Eva to give me silk. It's over. Like, it's over, bro. Like, I have no confidence in living, bro. All right, can I go back to? I want to go back to Shermer, bro, to get the map. Actually, I don't even need a map. Let's just move forward. Who needs a map when you have God? Golly, bro. Santa is real. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I'm gonna need you to. Hold on. Hey yo, can you jump into like these to these spikes real quick? Good boy. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Don't worry, Santa is real. Whoever says Santa ain't real, Santa real to me, damn it. Who's you praying to? There's nothing up there for me. So you good, you can live. Everybody is like level 99 demons, bro. I'm not going. You see how many BDBs? I ain't risking it. I ain't risking it, bro. Everybody demons. They demons. Nope. Oh, I don't care. If you just a kid just on a bicycle, bro, you getting slimed. I'm not gonna lie. Everyone's a threat. You finna go to Hunter's March, bro. It's about to be over. Jesus Christ. So I'm in the forest running. Okay, if I'm being honest, if you saw Santa in the forest running, that probably wasn't Santa, bro. I think that was just a guy in a costume, because he don't do that. How big was he? If he was like 500 pounds, it could be. Hey, yo, get off me. Get off me, nuts. I'm actually going to Bren right now, because I feel like I'm going to have enough silk to have a full Bren anyways. I'm gonna keep hitting these dudes, because they not threats. If I'm really on demon timing, I think the farthest place we're gonna get to is probably like Greymore. And then it's over. When I meet them crawl dudes throwing kunais, it's over. Shots. Stop. Okay, we're good. I think Santa was on the island. Low key. Knowing him, he rich as hell. You know what I'm saying, bro? So he probably was on the island, bro. Bro was at the Diddy parties. Santa was wildin', I'm gonna be honest. That's why I look, he don't trust bro coming to my house unannounced. That's why on Christmas Eve I don't sleep, bro. I got a Kimbo Glocks under my bed just waiting for bro to pull up. And I pack up on some joints, bro. They just like Mustang and Sally, bro. Got grenades in that bed. Look how demonic this one is. Goofy boy. That's your ass get. Where am I? Where am I right now? Okay, so this is just this place. Okay. Oh man, I'm scared. Okay, I should have drank like a Bang Energy, mixed that bit with the adrenaline shot, bro, with the Black Ops stim. It's over. It's over. It's crazy how like my heart, I should have got a heartbeat like monitor, bro. My choice like at 190 right now. I'll be honest. It's over. I don't get you got it, bro. I'll be honest, he got it, bro. He got it. I swear he got it, bro. He got it. I swear he got it. Hold on, bro. Before I even do this, bro, I gotta do something else with my life. I'm about to just go to Bone Bottom and chill with the gang. What is this? I'm going to Bone Bottom and chill with the gang, bro. Oh yeah, this where damn Gribble at. Damn. Let me practice. Bop, bop, bop. We that bop. We that bop. Okay. Now I think I'm locked in. I can't do that, bro. I can't do that. I'm being honest, bro. Let me talk to the homie Gribble. How you doing, gang? Oh, you there? You gonna get me out though? I got no bar. No, I can't, gang. I'll be honest. Actually, I'm gonna break you out. Can you help me? Can you help me fight this dude? I got you, bro. My fault, gang. I got you, bro. Relax. You're outrageous. But can you help me, like, fight? Hell no, I can't help you fight, bro. You know, you realize that, like, if you still soulless, I am too. Okay, we got a straight pin. The fact you got a straight pin, we got a straight pins, and we got silk spear, then we could fight that dude. I think I have confidence. There's no that, you know what I'm saying? Like if you die, like we all die. Like, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, just know that. You know that. Okay. I got hella shards, right? First of all, you saw that description? Whose finger looked like that? Okay, so I just have it on me. Golly, bro. Yeah. Did someone just knock? I'll be right back. Someone just knocked on my door. Duck on it real quick. Boom. Yo, I can't breathe. That's why I can't breathe.
Did you run out and get you some meat?
I probably am. Yeah.
That looks strong. You got one thing.
Yeah. Should I go to Taco Bell or Wendy's after this? Wendy's knows. I can't see, bro. Like it's bad. The fact that I'm already debuffed, I could probably get to grow if I wasn't sick. The fact that I'm sick though, I'm probably not gonna get nowhere, if I'm being honest. Can I go back up? Is that even possible? It is. Okay. I'm gonna need y'all to pray for me. All my grandma's dead, so nobody pray for me. No sportsmanship. Oh my God, bro jumped far as hell. Like, no, okay, listen, gang, listen. Nah, I ain't got no gutter, bro. He gutter, bro. He got it. He gutter. He him. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody's a demon. I'm not gonna lie, bro. I ain't that man. I'm just a civilian. I'm a civilian, bro. I'll be honest, I'm a civilian. I'm a civilian, bro. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's he a soldier. Like, I can't do this. I can't do it, bro. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna run it back. Nah, I swear, nah, hell no. If I can't beat him, then I can't even get to where I want to. Screw that, bro. Listen. Okay, hold on. Hey. Hey, this, you got lunge of doom. Oh my God, the backstep with it, it might be over. It might be over. Oh my God. That's why I'm saying it's over. It's over. Like that's bad, bro. How long we lasted, it doesn't even tell you. In attempting to defeat, one proves that courage may still find its rest. Like, that's how bad it is, bro. It's bad. They got it, bro. They got it. See, that's the thing. We didn't get the gray route, bro. We beat the homie Era and it's over. Let's go to our save file. Defeated. They let you know that it's over. Now Millen about to die. Millen, my fault. First of all, what condition do you have to where I die? It's just like, golly, bro. They got it. You got an ant bench pressing about what? About like 5,000 PR? It's over. That's all. Yeah, you can only clear the profile. Like you can't do nothing. That's literally it, bro. So like, to be honest, we got what, 40 minutes? What was that? We was at 30 minutes in. They got it, bro. Not like it got it, bro. Okay, now watch Hornet dunk on him real quick. Boom! Actually, I need to close this out. Still so run, that was phenomenal. We did our work. We fought a big ass buff man. We lost to him. To be honest, I'm just glad we met our homies, bro. I'm really just glad that, like, you know what I'm saying, we met him, we met Sherma, Chakra, and Era. That's I just wanted to see them again, type ish. Now I can't feel anything. RP my homie Millen, bro. Bro said don't give up. Nah, it's over. I'm done. That was just one and done attempt. I don't know what you talking about. Like it's over. That's how far we get. But now, if I don't get, I'm about to get an adless YouTube really fast. Okay, now that we did that, now we finna we finna look at the lore of this game. Shout out to the homie on Moss Bag. You know what I'm saying, bro? That's the that's the video. That's the dude. I learned a lot from Hollow Knight just because of this guy. This dude knows everything somehow. I don't know how. So we finna watch this guy. I don't know what the hell's happening. So bet. So we finna watch this bit.
Its release back in September of 2025.
Is this loud?
People have been debating what the plot of Hollow Knight Silksong even was. Why were all those bugs obsessed with their pilgrimage?
Is it a prequel or not?
Who were those mysterious figures who seem to be running the place?
Yo, shout out to my homie.
And just who exactly is this character? Why is everyone saying her name is Hornet and calling her a spider and a worm when she doesn't look like any of those things?
Because she
this video intends to answer a good 70% of these questions. We will ascend through the land
I ain't gonna try again.
dissecting the game's dialogue and world
I'm about to
in an
watch
attempt to
this, and
wrangle
that's
a
it.
more complete understanding of Team Cherry's
That's what I
Metroidvania
thought.
masterpiece. But with how recent this game is, please keep in mind that the theories shared here might be lacking a sort of refinement you would expect from deep dive lore videos about other, less recent video game releases.
It's going to be
Also,
more
please don't
than
take
what I
everything
know.
I say in this video as gospel. I am just one of many people with theories, and nothing makes my words more
Again,
inherently
better than my
correct.
joke. I swear
So
it's better
don't
than my
just
joke.
automatically believe me when I say stuff like when the slab was built, or that the earth is round, or that
that's a
now
fact.
is actually
That's a
a
fact.
really good time to be investing in Ethereum. Oh,
It's
and
not.
this
I
video
tried.
will
I lost
contain
everything
massive
to Ethereum.
spoilers, not only for Hollow Knight Silksong, but also Hollow Knight.
No, we already
In
did all
fact,
that.
you kind of need to know a lot about Hollow Knight's story to really appreciate the story in Silksong.
So if you don't know
So if you
anybody
need
about
a
the first
refresher
show,
on
like
Hollow
do
Knight's
that.
lore, be sure to check out my Hollow Knight lore
That's
video
cool how you
first.
just like there's a whole
This
video.
video also contains massive spoilers for the hit
Golly,
2004
bro.
film
You gotta go?
Shrek the Third.
I bet, bro.
So if you
Happy
need a
New Year,
refresher
bud.
on Shrek the
Love you.
Third's lore, be sure to check out my Shrek the Third lore video first. This is
How
the
did you edit
somewhat
that?
complete lore of Silksong.
That was crazy. What he just did
The
right there was
story
crazy.
of Silksong
Damn.
begins with Silk, more specifically Grandmother Silk,
I
a
know.
higher being described as the primal source of all silk.
Mm.
Silk in the world of Silksong is spun from the soul of its creator and has the power to heal wounds, extend life, and weave powerful runes.
Yeah, we saw that,
Grandmother
babe.
Silk is also described as a pale being. What exactly are pale beings?
Golly,
Some might have you
man.
believe they are great beings, worthy of praise above all others.
Shout out to Pale
But
King.
Horn
Not really.
wouldn't
Screw him.
necessarily agree with that assessment. While pale beings are immensely powerful, they don't always have the best intentions at heart. Pale beings
they
are usually
mostly
mainly
evil.
interested in total subjugation from the bugs living beneath them.
Mm.
Hornet, a bug who is half pale being from her father, the Pale King, explains, "Devotion or destruction.
Prince.
These are the only
What's up,
fates
bud?
my kind allow." And Hornet doesn't hold the pale beings in her life in particularly high regard. She
I bet
calls
who
her
would?
father, the Pale King, a fool in the Wings Mold Hunter's journal entry, and she
Mm.
admonishes his wife, the White Lady, inside
Better.
the Red Memory. So yeah, Hornet complains about pale beings in her diary and also
I'm about
gets
to say,
into
could he-
arguments with them in her head.
They messed
which
up
sounds
people.
pathetic, but she really does have a point. But this desire for control among pale beings was no different for Grandmother Silk. We don't know
Found out.
exactly when or how, but at some point in the past, she appeared in the land of Farloom.
Okay, we just don't
And
have a
while
question.
We don't know the
We
exact
don't have the
timeline,
answer.
we do know her arrival led to the
Carmelita,
decline
find
of
out.
other nearby civilizations. One such civilization was an order of blade bugs and hunters, ruled by Crust King
Hey,
Khan.
The homie Khan.
At the height of their rule, Khan's order occupied half of the lands of Farloom. It
Damn,
seems Khan
they
and his
really had it.
warriors were one of the last groups left to stand against Grandmother Silk's influence.
I mean,
But
they
by
were
the time Hornet arrived in
soldiers.
Farloom, Khan's kingdom has been all but forgotten, and his
Hmm.
lands eroded by sand. Another group taking up residence in the land of Farloom was the
these
Scar, a
demonic-
tribe of ants united in
Jesus
service under the
Christ.
powerful warrior Queen Scarsinger Carmelita. While Hornet can still find members of the Scar tribe during her time in Farloom, they seem lost. The Scar, a tribe of ants united.
Okay, I'm gonna keep losing my mind, bro. Lock in, bro. We're not here for this. Let's lock in, please.
Hornet can still find members of the Scar tribe during her time in Farloom. They seem lost without a true nest, and uncertain if the song they hear is still Carmelita's. Carmelita herself
That
can
makes
still
so
be
much
found.
sense. That's why these dudes influence. Cause they hold on, is that Carmelita fine ass singing? Nah, it's another fine shorty singing. It's the damn grandmother. That's crazy. I never thought about that. I had to teach her to fix our most name. And so I don't
But-
think like they might not. They might just keep it for the
Her form
humanity.
has withered, her power faded by time. Judging by her withered body, she appears to be about 28 or even 29 years old. Another
How's
force in
you-
Farloom is
golly.
Nihilith, a plant-like being responsible for sowing the first seed, which would eventually grow into the region of Farloom known as Shellwood.
That she
While
made
Nihilith is
that
gone
entire
by the time Hornet
golly.
arrives in Farloom, Shellwood is still filled with life, not fully snuffed out by Grandmother Silk's influence.
Nice.
On the eastern border of Farloom was
I
the
hate
land
them.
of Verdania, home to twin princes. In a bid to
Mm.
avoid destruction by Grandmother Silk's kingdom, one of the princes gave his life as tribute. But these
Mm?
actions
What
proved
do you mean?
futile, as Verdania fell to ruin anyway,
Oh,
leaving the
damn.
land as nothing but barren caverns by the time Hornet finds them.
Yeah, I'm about to say
In
I know
addition to
it's
these different groups
snuffed out.
within Farloom, there was also a town far above on the surface.
This
When
have a
Hornet
name?
visits this town in-game, however, it is completely abandoned. Playing her needle in near one of the few remaining corpses reveals the following dialogue. Friends seduced. Sweet promises whispered. The weaving ones beckon.
You have probably seen headlines, but this isn't just news to me. It's my life.
I get it, bro.
from-
I'm so sorry. I literally can't do nothing about this scenario. I know, and I've seen you talk about this 4,000 times. I know y'all going through it. I cannot do anything. Hell, I can't even
It
support
seems right-
myself. Oh my gosh. Which one? PS5 is better to purchase digital? Wait, what? Which version of the PS5 is better purchase? I guess the PS5. I guess just the regular. I don't know what's the point of the Pro. I don't know. Whatever's cheapest. if it works, like, bro, you don't need all that, bro.
This town were drawn down as whispered. The weaving ones beckon. It seems the residents of this town were drawn down into Farloom by the actions of the weavers, grandmother Silk's spider children. Much like their mother, these spiders could produce powerful silk from within their shells. And they even devised various tools and charms as well. Hornet herself is the child of one of these weavers, Hera the Beast. As for why Hera looks so different from the rest of the weavers, the game never really explains. She's just a weaver that doesn't look like a weaver, similar to how there are humans who just don't look like humans. Either way,
that's an
all
anomaly.
this means that Farloom was actually Hornet's ancestral home, tying her to the land much more deeply than she initially realizes. But what exactly were the weavers doing in Farloom in this time long before the birth of Hornet? And what were these sweet promises they whispered to the bugs of the land? The answer to that question is the Citadel of Song, an eternal city that has long been drawing in pilgrims from the lands below.
And they gonna charge your ass
follow the holy path through the lands of Farloom in hopes of basking and singing in its shining light. Pilby, the little pilgrim, explains, "Our holy land calls on us. To journey up is our greatest task. Who are we to refuse? Guided by faith."
That's the thing that sucks. You spend your whole life to get to a city that's just going to charge your ass bands to do anything. With dudes doing 9 to 5 shifts, not even 9 to 5, 9 to 9 shifts, that's hungry and just mad, then they'll beat your ass if you pull up. It's not worth it.
Climb through flaming fields, across rolling moors, and up great gilded steps, all to reach that eternal shining citadel. Even when Hornet arrives in Farloom, the call of the citadel still pulls in pilgrims. As the chapel maid explains, even now, in Farloom's long decline, the simple bugs, they're witless before it. Too grand, too majestic, too powerful. One possible example of how the weavers pulled in pilgrims was through the creation of these bells, located in bell shrines all throughout Farloom.
Why would this bell pull people?
When Hornet rings one in Songclave, the caretaker admonishes her, saying, "That bell is rung out far and wide. The wretched and the lost will have heard its call. They'll be making their way here
I remember
now."
that.
This exact same bell design can be found near a workbench in Weavenest Atla, indicating that these bells were designed by the weavers, possibly as a tool to help draw pilgrims
that's
to the holy
gross.
path to the Citadel.
Because the thing that's weird and that's really symbolic, because that's how bugs IRL live. They do everything they can to attract bugs to like date. Until like, you know what I'm saying, they nest. So like this is real. This is like actual, this is happening like in your backyard right now. Even though it's not crazy as this, like if you put a microscope like on your backyard right now, that is literally happening. Like that's kind of cool.
Bugs arriving at the Citadel of Song were tasked to join the Holy Song. Deep within the Whispering Vaults,
what is
Hornet
this?
can find Pious Isamor, a giant statue of a pilgrim. While some of Isamor's dialogue is
I've never seen this.
It seems to be telling pilgrims arriving at the Citadel that their true service can now commence. That service being to raise their voices in song. Pilgrims arriving at the Citadel,
so they just try to make
members of the choir,
a dance crew. Like what's happening?
Even rise to the ranks of chorister, reed, and grand reed.
Oh,
they all joined in to see the Citadel's holy song sustained.
Gaza is at a tipping point.
Gaza is at a tipping point.
I know. I can't do nothing. I know.
Beneath the beauty of the Citadel is a cruel system of subjugation designed to trap bugs into a life of endless toil. As Hornet explains, these poor bugs, all are victim of the Citadel and its insidious attraction. This place draws them up into its maw, only to consume them utterly. A good example of this can be found in the Underworks.
I say these dudes, this is what I'm talking about.
Down there in inhumane conditions, being forced to spend what little rosaries they have every single time they want to rest at a bench.
That makes so much. I didn't even think about that. So you telling me the dudes that's working at your company got to spend money to have a break? Imagine every time you want a lunch break, you have to give your boss like half your check that you was going to get that week. This is demonic. But blow it up. Not gonna lie, bro. I'm finding the nearest towers in this damn Citadel. We flying planes into that bit. I'm not gonna lie. We blowing it up. I swear. Cause I ain't no way. That's kind of crazy.
What little rosaries they have every single time they want to rest at a bench. There's a rosary-operated confessional for bugs to use, but the message it gives is automated.
I did do Silksong, just died.
That their sin must be cleansed by working
I ain't doing that bit no more.
We can see this mindset internalized by Loam, a bug endlessly running on a treadmill, believing that the
Whoa.
Citadel will eventually reward him for his hard work.
Oh man,
We cannot
not,
rest.
Not.
Us works and Citadel breeds, and them's above do sing, and all is right. And when us works enough, them sees it. Them sees it, and us gets us holy reward. Hornet can actually help Loam work by running on a nearby treadmill.
W.
After 45 seconds or so of running, a single rosary might pop out of the device, further illustrating how the faith of these bugs is exploited for labor. Another example of a bug fully buying into the Citadel's religion is the Old Penitent. The Old Penitent is a bug locked away in the Slab, a prison complex built to punish those convicted of sinning against the Citadel. But the Old Penitent doesn't view a situation that way.
This is ass. It's like, yo, I want to quit. You know what I'm saying? I can't do this job. I'm going Indeed, and then you go to the Slab, bro. Like you just go to prison if you don't. Nah, this is demonic. This is one of the worst. This is one of the worst like universes, worlds I've ever seen. Come on now, like this is bad. This is bad
Saying
news.
to Hornet, "Prisoner, I understand you not. There is no prison here.
You
This is a
it.
holy place of forgiveness. Please, speak with reverence."
Oh yeah, you brainwashed,
Even
homie.
after being freed
Not
by
gonna
Hornet,
lie.
he refuses to leave, saying, "By the grace of the Citadel, I am here as a penitent. Here I can hide from the shame of my sins, until they are withered away by time.
Oh yeah, you brainwashed,
Leave
homie.
this place? Please, strike me down dead before you speak such blasphemy again."
Oh, you
The
brainwashed,
Old
homie.
Penitent also has the following Needlein dialogue. "From wastes, from darkness, drawn down, blessed call. Sisters, accord. Silence above."
What that mean?
This dialogue seems to indicate that the Old Penitent was one of the bugs from the nameless town above. He was drawn into Farloom by whispered promises, and found himself locked away in a prison cell he can never leave. But the cruelty of the Slab doesn't
wants to
just
be
end with
there.
the prisoners. Even the jailers are trapped here. The Old Penitent
Damn.
explains, they too are penitents. In a past age, that caste committed their own sacrilege against the Citadel.
That's why, like, when you just go around the Slab, they be looking depressed as hell, like the Squidward, long nose looking dudes with the placebo. I don't think, what is it called? Pluribus? Proba? I don't know. They just be like, they look depressed as hell. They didn't want to do this. They just forced to do this because, like, they did. I don't know what they did. They didn't work overtime. Bro worked 22 out of 24 hours. Like, hold on, bro. What about those last 2 hours you're supposed to work? Lock him up, and now bro just skeeting as a damn attack. Like that's crazy. That's
A
crazy.
sin long forgotten, but so grave that their offspring and the offspring of their offspring carry the guilt with them
my
still.
God.
To serve here is their only hope of
No
absolution.
bloodline,
The
bro.
fate of the Guardflies
Look
makes
at
clear
him.
that the
He looked
Citadel
tired
is
as
just
hell.
about using guilt and sin as justifications to force bugs into endless servitude.
Nah, that's gross. Cause that's real. You ever went to a Catholic school? It's demonic. They're like, hey yo, you sin, God don't love you no more. You know what I'm saying? Cause you're being a human being. Listen, do you know how many kids commit because of that mindset, bro? Like legit. Oh yeah, yeah. You deserve the worst of the worst because you made one mistake. Like it's bad. Like it's bad. Now you got Squidward going through this. This is bad.
Hornet
This
is
is
generally a fairly nice person,
Shout
always
out to
trying
her.
to help people and do the right thing.
Ghost
But even
status.
she has no sympathy for the Guardflies
That's
and
what I'm saying.
genuinely wants them all dead.
I'm about to say.
She's like me with grubs.
Golly.
Given what can happen to Hornet during the events of Silksong, I can't really say that.
You said how the run going around. The run ended. We done. I'm not doing that joint again. I might, but I'm good. I'm only doing one and done. That big ass Buffy, he got it. I'm a civilian.
I'm surprised she feels this way. Hornet even hopes that killing the matriarch of the jailers, Broodmother, will end their race for good. But if she returns to the Broodmother arena, it turns out a new broodling has already appeared to carry on the species.
Kill it.
But for some reason, the game won't let Hornet kill the baby.
Interesting.
This is an example of ludonarrative dissidence. But
Huh?
these aren't the only bugs born into a...
Maybe Hornet's like, you know what? Too adorable.
This is an example of ludonarrative
I'm
dissidence.
about to say, bro, that you get another dino. It's a conflict between a video game's narrative told through a non-interactive element and the narrative told through the gameplay. Okay, I get you. Because non-gameplay, Hornet hates these dudes and would kill every bug. But when the control is given to the player, you can't kill the bug, so that's a ludonarrative dissonance. I'm not gonna lie, I'm about to hop in Unreal Engine and start making a AAA masterpiece. I know everything that I need to know now.
But these aren't the only bugs born into a special kind of service.
Hey, they
The
do
squirm
wow,
of the
wow, wow,
blasted
watch out of
steppes
them.
were seemingly chosen by the Citadel to act as judges of the pilgrims.
They grew up
approaching
as
the Grand Gate.
judges.
A lore tablet just
Oh,
outside
no
a squirm nest
doubt.
reads, Bug born of Farloom, you have been chosen. May our Citadel's holy gilding harden your soft shell. Stand eternal as our arbiter, that no bug-bearing sin shall step within our sacred halls. If Hornet plays the needle in for the squirm found here, they will beautifully sing. Let's grow holy.
Beautifully.
Let's grow stronger. We are chosen. All are
Right, they
chosen.
locked this as jits.
We will serve. All will serve. It seems from birth these creatures are brainwashed by the Citadel into believing that they are doing holy work by using a mallet to brutally bash in the heads of any pilgrim they happen to think is guilty of sin. Similarly, the Vaultborn, found in the Whispering Vaults,
Forget it.
are literally raised in dark vaults and then forced to become scroll readers for the Vault Keepers.
Y'all life is
Unlike
bad.
the Broodling, Hornet can kill
Oh
the
my
baby
God.
Squirm and Vaultborn.
I didn't get killed up.
So hopefully Team Cherry will patch the game so you can actually kill this thing.
That's
But
what
the
I'm
Citadel's
saying.
system of cruelty didn't just stop at the
Yeah,
borders of
yeah.
the Citadel itself. The bugs underneath also fell victim to its whims. One such area affected by the
Kurt
Citadel
Cobain.
is Greymore. According to Krull and Benjen,
Benjen.
the two best characters in the game, Greymore used to grow all sorts of food, but at some point the Citadel ordered these bugs to instead dedicate themselves to
Yeah.
catching the silk dregs that drifted down from the Citadel
Okay,
and
no
re-spooled them.
doubt.
As a result, the bugs of Greymore had to resort
So why is this dude in the Kill I Kill? That's this is one of the biggest lore. Like I know they had anime. Okay, ain't no way you got big ass scissors like that. Who head you giving a trim? Like that's what I would have. I need to notice.
to a less involved form of farming, breeding muck roaches for their disgusting roach guts. The smog and exhaust of the Citadel was
Oh, that was
rerouted using
farming
the exhaust organ and dumped into current-day biowater, polluting the region and incurring the hatred of the Stillkin.
That's
a faction
why
of
it's
swamp
bad.
dwellers.
Look at Jonathan, bro. Look at Jonathan and John, bro. Like look at this dude. Ghillie suit demon. Hold on, let me run that back.
And re-spool them. As a result, the bugs of Greymore had to resort to a less involved form of farming, breeding muck roaches for their disgusting roach guts. The smog and exhaust of the Citadel was rerouted using the exhaust organ and dumped into current-day
Yeah, that's why biowater is like
polluting the
that.
region and incurring the hatred of the Stillkin, a faction of swamp dwellers skilled in trap setting. Now, I know a lot of you watching this are huge fans of biowater, and of course I am too, but in the lore, the creation of biowater should be seen as a bad thing. The Citadel
Yeah.
even turned on their own warriors. There once was an order of pin-wielding maidens known as the Pinstresses. As the last remaining member of the
The hell
cast,
you doing
hidden
in your
away at the
house?
edge of the blasted steppes, explains, Our Grand Citadel learnt well from the training of Pinterest's past. Then it went and turned those teachings upon us. Despite our superior skills, our numbers have always been few, and their strength overwhelmed. Of my once revered order, only 2 of us remain, wormed away in Farloom's forgotten corners. And my Pin sibling, she's lost herself to more peaceable pursuits.
You talking about the seamstress?
only other living member, Seamstress,
Yeah.
has given up her violent past, instead turning to stitch.
You love biowater. Biowater is I'm not gonna lie, biowater is gas because it sucks. Like biowater is the one place in gaming history that I just like I don't want to go here. Just because it's just like it's stressful. Which is that's why it's good though. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to biowater, but I hate it. I think Pretty Fire Dust is actually worse though, I'm not gonna lie. But no, you gotta go. You gotta go.
And sewing, but the decommissioned automaton near her home indicates that she was indeed a powerful warrior.
Yeah, there's a pin in that mug. Hold on. So Seamstress like fought this dude? I see got the pin in that bit. I didn't know she was gutter like that. Okay, I see you. But she just chose to like knit stuff. You know what I'm saying? Make Rockaware clothes in 2025. Crazy.
At some point. A third Pinstress can be found in the putrefied ducts,
You
but
see the
she's
Biowater
long
reading
dead
this?
by
I
the
don't
time
think so.
Hornet
Yeah.
finds her.
I don't know.
It's not clear why the Citadel targeted these women. Perhaps their strength was viewed as a threat to the Citadel's order. I mean, who wouldn't be afraid of this absolute beast?
No, so she a
Bugs
demon.
from the Forge home were requested
Forge
to
daughter.
relocate to the Deep Docks, under the promise of holy esteem from the Citadel. And bugs of the Deep Docks that were not fulfilling
Look
their
at this
duties
dude.
were punished by 4 brothers Cygnus and Gron, although the extent of all this is
The
unknown.
Wayne brothers.
The Citadel demanded everything they possibly could of these bugs, even trying to deny them death itself. A bulletin board located in a Ventrica station reads, Due to unacceptably high injury and unsanctioned deaths, Ventrica travel shall henceforth be denied to all.
But we
For
can use
Farloom
it.
Eternal, a bug who serves must never die. The Citadel doesn't want its bugs to die, not out of any concern for the bugs themselves, but because dead bugs can't serve the Citadel. All of the Citadel's cruelty was in service to
That's
continuing its song
crazy.
eternally. But what exactly is this song the Citadel is making pilgrims sing? And what does any of this have to do with Grandmother Silk? None of these pilgrims even mention her. To answer these questions, we have to talk about the Citadel's true purpose, that of a cage. Maskmaker explains this for us in no uncertain terms. At one point, Hornet can say to him, "You speak of the Citadel. Its former function has failed, but I can still sense its purpose, some. It is church and cage both." To which Maskmaker replies,
What you say?
"Aye, devised by your ancestors, that monstrosity, and their wicked, clever minds. A system, or a web they'd likely call it. A way to keep their
Get it?
mother sealed in
Web,
slumber,
spider.
and themselves free to lavish in their false rule." With this dialogue interaction, we know that the Citadel itself was actually a system devised by Hornet's ancestors, the Weavers, as a way to keep Grandmother Silk trapped in slumber.
I'm not gonna lie, all these divine beings, we gotta stop making them and make sure, like, we gotta spawn camp them, like when they give birth in this, just. We gotta do everything. Cause you already got Radiance messing up Hollow Nest. Now we got a damn fine ass. We got all these fine ass beings destroying stuff, trying to cage up. Y'all keep trying to cage up demons. Just kill them before they even become that dead ass, or raise them right. I don't know. Do something, bro. We keep caging up demons, bro. That's literally just the motif.
This is alluded to in the poem displayed at the
What
beginning
happened?
of the game, Farloom's Folly. The poem reads, "They see your beauty, so frail and fine. They see your peace, woven of faith and toil. They forget your heart, bound in slumber and servitude. When you wake, they shall see your truth, a beast's nature bare to all." This poem is specifically about the relationship between
got
the
Pablo.
inhabitants of Farloom and Grandmother Silk. The first line describes how the bugs of Farloom perceive Grandmother Silk's beauty. This might be referring
I
to
don't
her
blame
silk,
you.
or the fact that Grandmother
She
Silk
bad.
fuels the existence of the Citadel. The second line emphasizes that Grandmother Silk is only a piece due to the faith and toil
I
displayed
think I
by
got
the
that
bugs of the
actually. I don't
Citadel.
know.
The third line states that Grandmother Silk
Damn.
is bound in slumber and servitude.
I'm not gonna lie. This is crazy.
We can see this clearly when visiting the cradle at the top of the Citadel. Grandmother Silk can be found here,
Yeah, the
sleeping
big ass
inside a
ball.
giant cocoon of silk. Underneath this cocoon, we can see that several strands of silk have been pulled out in parallel. The bugs of the Citadel have constructed a giant loom to extract the precious silk from their sleeping
So you can
monarch.
just like,
They
yeah,
have even
okay.
made this image of
Infinite
the cocoon
supply.
inside a crook, the symbol of their entire kingdom. But the last two lines of Farloom's Folly tell us that Grandmother Silk's subjugation won't last forever, and once she awakens, the bugs of Farloom will have to face her true, beastly form. Huh, I wonder if this will be important later. It seems this slumber
Isn't
was
that the boss
achieved through
fight?
the song sung by the pilgrims of the Citadel. Inside the Whispering Vaults,
This dude.
Hornet can find the corpse of the Vault's pontiff, accompanied by a sacred psalm cylinder,
so
a
he-
device
okay,
containing
no
the
doubt.
melody of the Vault Keepers. Vault Keeper Cardenius explains, "Only our pontiff lived long and low within our vault. They held the melody, jealously, covetously, a learning for the highest Vault Keeper, and them alone. A truth they were told to have found, there in the dark, something within the melody or the words, something to set them silent." We're never explicitly told what that melody contains, but playing the needle in near the pontiff's corpse reveals the following message.
Can you not just play it?
Damned bugs. We prayed a cage. We sang your chains. Divine silk.
What that
This
mean?
indicates that the songs and prayers of the Citadel were actually designed to imprison Grandmother Silk, and this truth was hidden from the bugs of the Citadel.
Like
This
forever?
appears to be corroborated by the Weaver lore tablet located near the Weaver corpse spire in Moss Home, which reads, "Sister, spider, husk bound to moss, watch over these bugs born low, raised up by fervor fostered, born and caught within our web unknowing." The pilgrims weren't even aware of
R.I.P. my
Grandmother
mans.
Silk's existence.
What?
Instead, it was the Weavers that were seen as holy.
Oh,
Weaver effigies found throughout the land show that the pilgrims prayed to the Weavers.
no doubt. That
viewing
makes
them as
sense. That makes a lot of
graceful,
sense.
Blessed, and even divine. Even by the time Hornet arrives in Farloom, massive burial spires dedicated to the Weaver corpses can still be found,
You
with
get that
plaques built
magic.
by the pilgrims stating that they offer song to the Weavers eternal. Even some of the inhabitants
Okay, you might get banned. Cause what is you saying to me, bro? If I'm being honest, I think legit. Cause first of all, why is 4 in my name? Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. At 3 a.m. every single day, I'm gonna change my name to R67 Henny, bro. Every 3 a.m. And then when 4 a.m. hits, I'm gonna change it back.
of the Citadel hold deference to Hornet, referring to her as a first child. But why exactly did the Weavers turn on Grandmother Silk in the first place? Was she
Facts.
just a
They
really
jealous?
callous and cruel monarch, similar to Lord Farquaad in the 2001 hit film Shrek 1? Our best glimpse
Go.
into what life looked like for
Look
the
at
Weavers
Widow.
while living under Grandmother Silk is from the memory of Widow, the only Weaver still alive in Farloom by the start of the game. After defeating her, we see a memory of the Weavers playing harps as Grandmother Silk watches over them. The following dialogue then appears
Jesus
on
Christ.
screen. For her light, eternal, our song sustains. We know that Grandmother Silk does want song, as the Silk Heart memory in Whiteboard says the following lines. Their voices, their song, to devote, eternal. They are ours,
You good, man.
bound forever. So before the Citadel, the Weavers had to sustain song for the monarch eternally. The Weavers must have felt trapped in this system and decided to create the Citadel, using a new song to put Grandmother Silk to sleep
It's like,
and
man, we
throw
try
all
to
the
do this.
pilgrims of Farloom in their fake religion. Through this action, the
Golly,
Weavers
that's
not
so
only
sad.
obtained freedom from sustaining the eternal song, but they also came to perceive themselves as the rulers of Farloom. The harps the Weavers first
That's kind of that is not cool. That is tough. So y'all did all this. Y'all made people believe some bull hockey, and then you forcing people to like slave away forever. If they don't, you lock them up. Just to lock up some one person, you're not telling nobody. Yeah, that's ass. That's ass. Like imagine just being like a cashier. You just in the loop. You don't even know what's going on. Like it's the Illuminati. That's what it is. It's the Illuminati. That what the weaveness do is
the
it
eternal song
Illuminati.
on for Grandmother Silk can still be
I
found in the
need
cradle, falling
Zyrtec.
completely into disuse. A thread memory of Widow can be found here,
I
likely
know.
because she is the only Weaver still loyal to Grandmother Silk, but
Mm.
we'll talk about her more later. Aside from Widow, another Weaver
Sin.
Hornet sort of meets is a being known as First Sinner. This Weaver's lore is also very difficult to make sense of, but seems relevant to our current discussion.
Bad as hell too.
First Sinner can be found locked away in a cage sealed with runes. Inside the cage, a Weaver corpse can be found. She offers to buy
Not everything is said. I'm about to say he even says that. He says his theory, which is better because what I have in my head doesn't make sense. That's the beauty about the storytelling in Hollow Knight is that a lot of stuff isn't facts. You just gotta like, it's what you believe in, which is like the entire lore of the game in the game. Like the religion of the damn of fine ass grandmother Silk not even real. It just people just believe. You just believe in what you believe in, bro. And I'm gonna believe this man because I don't know what I believe in
her
anymore.
strength to Hornets, but unlike the other corpses, this action actually awakens First Sinner, who tries to murder Hornet.
Mhm.
However, this fight appears to take place in some kind of memory, as opposed to in real life, since dying in this
Interesting.
fight doesn't spawn a cocoon.
It
So it
doesn't.
seems First Sinner is just a
That's
memory here,
true.
not actually alive.
But that's the thing. Did they just do that just so you could have spawned out here and not sit down on the bench because the fight kind of crazy hard? Or is this actually just a drill? Like you doing this bit and you not even? That's crazy. I didn't even think about that. That's fire. It's not even happening. Or it could be. You cracking grandma, of course.
If First Sinner is
R69
defeated,
hit.
Hornet
I eat?
witnesses a memory from her revealing the true nature of the Weavers. It seems Grandmother Silk actually evolved the Weavers from Farlids, common bugs found in Farloom.
And then it's made them demons.
First Sinner reflects on this revelation saying, "She called us daughters. She called us divine. She lied."
Yep.
Hornet even mentions that the
Look at
Farlids
them.
remind her of herself in some way. First Sinner's rage seems to be a mixture of feeling cursed with silk, given to her by Grandmother Silk, and being cursed to know the truth of her nature.
Damn.
We also know she had the power to weave
That's
silk into
relatable, though.
blazing runes, which she uses extensively in her fight. As a side note,
It's not true? Damn, that would have been so cool. Okay. I'm about to say that was probably like a gameplay thing. That would have been so cool. Like, hold on. This is not even real. You actually went to the subconscious of Farloom itself to fight. Because like y'all silk is kind of like emerged because like y'all both from the same cloth. Get it, cloth, because cloth is made of silk. I'm telling you, this is like fifth dimensional storytelling, but I'm not gonna lie, this is peak. It's just theories and
in the game's code and concept art for First Sinner,
how you even get
she is
here?
referred to as First Weaver. So perhaps First Sinner remembers the truth about the Weaver's origins because she was the first Farlid to ever be transformed.
I just started an anti-inflammatory diet, and at first I was nervous I wouldn't have a ton of options, but Hungry Root made it so easy. Everything's
I know,
delicious.
bro. It's like when you get okay, this is what we gotta do. If you get an ad more than 5 times and you don't go to the website or buy the product, it should stop. I've gotten that ad over 500 times, bro. Yes, I do need to do that. I need to stop eating damn fast food all the time. Popeyes, Wendy's, Chipotle, McDonald's, Taco Bell, Zaxby's, Dunkin' Donuts, Krispy Kreme, Raising Cane's. I know I gotta stop that bit, but I ain't gonna do that. I know you're trying to help me, but get off my nuts.
Why was First Sinner
Please.
locked up? The tablet placed over the cage says the following. Penitent, first of the first, guilty of the sin of apostasy, penance by constriction,
Oh, that's the key.
absolution denied. One possibility is that First Sinner is the cat.
First Sinner was bound to live eternally until Hornet tried to bind her with the release of her, and the gameplay thing is okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that makes more
that
sense.
set off the Weavers turning against Grandmother Silk. Perhaps she was imprisoned by Grandmother Silk for calling her a liar and revealing her secret, and this convinced the other Weavers to turn on her too. At one point, First Sinner mentions, "Our Silk, our rage," perhaps implying that she led the first resistance group against Grandmother Silk.
Oh, damn.
This interpretation
Yeah,
gives us a
okay,
good
that makes
motive for
sense.
why the Weavers turned on Grandmother Silk, but I have a few issues with it.
What?
We are told the Citadel was devised by the Weavers, and describing First Sinner as a penitent feels very much in line with the Citadel. They are the ones who came up with the entire Faith and Toil system, not Grandmother Silk. Second, if Grandmother Silk chained up First Sinner, why is she still chained up now? Why wasn't she freed or given a proper burial?
True.
Third,
Because they're on
we
the
see
same side,
Citadel
ain't they?
sigil, the silk cocoon, on the cage itself, further supporting that this cage was created by the Citadel.
Yeah, okay.
I think it makes more sense to say First Sinner was imprisoned by her fellow Weavers. In this
Why,
case,
though?
the sin of apostasy
They wasn't rocking
committed
with
by
it?
First Sinner was
That's about
claiming
creatives.
the Weavers weren't divine. This revelation would have been devastating to the Weavers' control of Farloom. They needed to be seen as divine by the Pilgrims,
They're just regular
so they
people.
decided to seal First Sinner away, regardless of whether or not they even believed in her.
Jesus Christ,
I think
man.
this explanation ties in better with the information we have to work with. As for the "our rage" line, it seems First Sinner is mimicking a lot of the dialogue found near other Weaver corpses. All the other Weavers say, "our silk, our memory," not "our rage." First Sinner also calls Farloom accursed instead of haunted, and she kind of lies to Hornet about letting her bind her. So I think some of First Sinner's dialogue can be explained by her being a bit deceiving, compared to her sisters, who are a bit more straightforward
can
about
make
what they
trust
want
them.
from Hornet.
Okay.
Alternatively,
Got our own
our
goals.
rage could imply other Weavers joined First Sinner's anger, but were also imprisoned by the Weavers running the Citadel. Overall, I think First Sinner's fate is a reflection of just how far the Weavers will go to cling onto their rule of Farloom. They would much rather imprison one of their own kin than admit the fact that they aren't divine beings. Perhaps
Crazy.
that was the only choice they had to keep the web of the
I'm
Citadel
about to say
from collapsing.
because if she did that, if people realize that like these are just regular ass guys, then like you wouldn't have all these pilgrims and everybody even trying to get to the Citadel. So that makes sense. To be honest, that was the best play. Low key for this, the best play is to not do this at all. Communism. I'm not gonna lie, communism. I think that should have been rule number 1. I'll be honest.
Regardless, it seems the Weaver's reign over the Citadel was not destined to last. We know at some point control of the
That's it.
Citadel was handed over to the Citadel bugs. Conductor Balador tells us this explicitly when he says, "The mantle of rule, claimed greedily from Farloom's fading first children, those bitter Weavers. It was yoke, not crown." In Balador's possession is a rune harp, an ancient Weaver recording instrument containing the last words of the Weavers, which reads,
What they say?
"Sisters, spiders, the burden is past. These simple bugs shall bear it in full. Never to cease, never to silence. We shall die and wait and pray that one may come of silken strength enough to weave us free." This record and Balador's comments tell us that running the Citadel was a difficult task, and at some point the Weavers decided to flee Farloom. In the lower lands of Farloom, one
hell
can
no.
find strange gates barring access to various weave nests.
Mhm.
In these weave nests, it seems the Weavers schemed against Grandmother Silk. In Weave Nest Atla in Moss Grotto, Hornet can find a lore tablet that reads,
What they
"This
say?
low her gaze escaped.
Uh-huh.
Prepare, sisters, weave hope anew,
Uh-huh.
that we might break free this accursed web born of our naive foundation. It seems at some point during their rule, it became clear to the Weavers that they could not keep Grandmother Silk trapped in slumber using Song forever.
I feel like some of them didn't
Instead,
want
they
that.
would have to devise a new plan to deal with her. One such plan was Eva,
Eva.
also found in Weave Nest Adla. Eva is a strange being confined to live her life within an iron shell. She's a
Horrible.
child of the Weavers, but created from rune and shell instead of more traditional methods. There are two other aspects regarding
Rune
the
and
nature
shell.
of Weavers I have yet to mention.
Tell
First
me,
of
tell
all,
me, tell me.
It seems there are only female Weavers.
Why does it look like a guy? Am I tweaking, or like this rose pillow like a fish? Am I tweaking? I'm sick as hell. My brain. This is like the eyeball. These are like the lips. Like, no.
Considering they always refer to each other saying sisters. This is similar to how all Labubus are female.
What the hell's an
So that's pretty
alabubu?
cute.
I ain't never seen that in my
Second,
life.
Weavers are born with a curse that makes the act of conceiving a child excruciatingly painful, rendering it a near impossible task. I
Damn.
was unable to find any information on if conceiving a child is excruciatingly painful for Labubus.
I don't know what that
unfortunately.
is. I'm about to do a
As
labubu
someone
lore
who
dive.
also finds the act of getting pregnant extremely difficult himself, I relate a lot to the Weavers here.
I feel that.
I suspect this aspect of their nature is due to Grandmother Silk.
I'm 400
and the
pounds. I
idea
feel
that
like
she
I am
made
pregnant
them
all the
like
time.
this supports the idea that she only ever wanted the Weavers so they could serve her.
Mm.
You might wonder why the Weavers created such a cruel system with a citadel, but it seems they didn't have the best role model. But not all Weavers.
I'm about
were
to say,
doomed.
like, that's why Lace a demon. That's why Lace out here crashing out with a shiesty onesie trying to kill your ass. Because your fine ass you just a bad influence. You like, yeah. I'm not gonna lie. I'm putting this all on Grandmother Silk, bro. Everything that happens in this world that's bad, it's her fault. It's
to
her
be
fault.
barren. Horn explains to Eva that her mother was able to overcome the curse's limits, which sounds
How you do
impressive
that?
until you remember there are dozens of little Weavers running all over Deep Nest.
Yeah. I'm
and
about to say
Hollow
Deep
Knight.
Nest. No one want to go
Hopefully,
there.
Team Cherry will explain exactly what's going
Dang,
on
that
with
sure
these
go
things,
hard.
because as of right now, it makes me uncomfy. The Weavers weren't too happy with their creation, though. A rune harp found in Weaveness Atla reads, "Hide her deep, the despised child. Our shame shown in shell of iron. She is a wish-cast vein, divinity mimicked in form too frail." It seems Eva was an attempt by the Weavers to create a divine being capable of usurping Grandmother Silk, but she failed to be the
It's literally a motif in like history just repeating itself. Like that. Pale King trying to make the Hollow Knight a being that could, like, you know what I'm saying, like, fight and take over damn radiance. And now we got spiders trying to make somebody to take over fine ass grandmas. It's the same. It's just the same. Like, screw this world, bro.
powerful being they had hoped
Just let it
for.
happen. Like, at
This
this
is
point.
similar to the events depicted in the hit film Shrek 2, where Shrek and Company created the giant gingerbread man, Mongo, who also tragically suffered from his form being too frail for the task assigned to him. Another attempt by the
I
Weavers
need to
to
watch
stop
Shrek,
the
bro.
awakening of Grandmother Silk was through the creation of the snare setter. One can be
I
found
never
in
used this
Weaveness
item.
Atla, and needle and dialogue observable there shows the Weavers hoped it could be used to keep them free. Eva explains the purpose of the snare setter more plainly. Small things, but tests for larger forms. I still remember their thoughts as they worked, their desperation and their hunger. Another hopeless attempt to wrest their freedom. All ended in failure, of course. In Weaveness Merglin in Bilewater, a lore tablet mentions that the Weaver's silk will wane at
Wait,
some
what?
point, perhaps indicating that the Weavers knew their power was fading. The strangest place a weave nest can be found is deep below Farloom in the
The
Abyss.
Abyss? Yep.
The Abyss in Farloom is very similar to the one found in Hallownest. It features the same void
As apparently it's the
tendrils,
same
a
Abyss.
lake of void,
I know the
and
Abyss was
massive
a-
spires. There's even hints of the ancient civilization here too. At one point, Hornet refers to the void as being below all things, perhaps indicating that no matter where you are in the world of Hollow Knight, if you go down far enough, you'll find the Abyss.
Yeah, okay.
In Weaveness
That makes sense. Because, like, when the Knight and them pulled up after you fight Lost Six, I'm like, what the hell y'all doing here? But it's just, if you go to Y0, they just going to be there the whole time. That's gas. Like, no matter where you go, they're just going to be there. Shout out. That's actually, like, really peaceful. Like, that brings me peace. Like, wherever you go, the Knight going to be there. But in the squad, that's heat.
Absalom.
Appreciate it.
There is evidence of the Weavers researching the void. A rune depicting the void tendrils can be found, and it seems the Weavers were able to collect void within glass jars. But it doesn't
Yeah,
seem like the
I remember
Weavers
that.
went much further with any of their void experiments, as nothing here seems to have been used against Grandmother Silk at all. In fact, it doesn't seem like any of these traps or mechanisms worked. The only thing left the Weavers could do was flee. In
So
Weaveness Syndrome in Farfields, hidden in a secret room, Hornet can find a map depicting pathways out of Farloom. The nearby rune harp reads, "Flee, sisters. Flee until
Run."
your strength exhausts.
Mm.
So far you may escape at last her silken sight. To start anew.
Where'd I
to
go?
sustain, free of web and service eternal."
Memento mori, I told the boy.
There are other monsters besides the
Wait. They making another movie already. Didn't the prequel drop like this year? Golly. Am I tweaking? I got two ads. Yeah, I'm about to use brave.com. Like, I'm about to use brave.com. I ain't playing your game,
To
cuz.
briefly summarize, it seems at some point during their rule, the Weavers realized they couldn't keep Grandmother Silk in slumber indefinitely, whether that was because they weren't bringing in enough pilgrims, or because of their own waning silk, or because 90% of the bugs
Pablo.
in this kingdom can't sing for shit. It was clear
Hey,
something
don't
had to
talk
be
about
done.
Pavo, bro.
The Weavers experimented
He can't.
with creating their own god, but that didn't work. They tried to construct a tool to bind Grandmother Silk tight,
Yeah.
but that also failed. So ultimately the Weavers decided to flee Farloom. The only problem was that doing so would end the Citadel's song, hastening Grandmother Silk's awakening. To combat this, the Weavers decided to hand the Citadel over to the bugs themselves, tricking them with a technique we in the cryptospace call a rug pull. Despite their flight, the Weavers didn't
Fire.
entirely lose hope. It seems the Weavers prayed for one of silken strength to one day come and free them
No,
from their
I
web.
fell for a rug pull one time. I put about like 100,000. It's a some bull. It was some weird like Krabby Patty bucks. Nah, elite rug pull. Elite rug pull, bro. Got me done. But I'm about to say like, it's over. Like, I actually legit like respect the hell out of Weavers for even trying to like stop this fine ass abomination. You just gotta let it go. Even though Hornet did it, you know what I'm saying, bro? Like, shout out to Hornet, bro. Without her, like, it would have been cooked.
A few Weavers even stayed behind so that they could help this savior should they ever make their way to Farloom. The Weavers also left servitors to watch over their weave nests and await their return.
No, that would
By
he
the
do
time
for.
Hornet arrives in Farloom, it seems there are three main factions in charge of running the place.
No
The
doubt.
Conductors, the Vault Keepers, and the Architects. The game isn't exactly clear when these different factions took shape within the Citadel. It appears they've been around since before the Weavers left, given that both Vault Keeper Cardinius and the 12th Architect seem well aware of the Weavers. These three factions were also given the threefold melody, which pilgrims needed to reach the cradle. The Conductors seem to have the most responsibility, declaring edicts, sanctioning projects, and even getting directly involved with various experiments.
So they're
within
like the
Citadel.
album manager.
They also seem to be
Okay.
in the know about the Citadel's true purpose as a cage for Grandmother Silk, giving Conductor Romano's incredibly ominous poem, Farloom's Folly, as well as Conductor Ballador's possession of that one extremely incriminating rune harp. This knowledge seemed to weigh heavy on the Conductors. Ballador questions if he would have ever accepted the duty if he had known the cost. And of
Why
course,
would- no,
Conductor
why would you-
Romano's poem seems to indicate a sense of disdain for the Citadel. While we
Who
never see
wouldn't
Conductor
actually, bro?
Romano in game, we do see a Conductor's mask all the way on the edge of Farloom.
Didn't even notice
Whether this
that.
was Romano's mask or not, it seems one Conductor chose to flee Farloom for good instead of bearing the mantle of rule. I'll be honest, I'm sure being a Conductor isn't the easiest job in the world, but it's gotta be better than being the guy who has to feed maggot
Roast
and
feeder.
muckroaches all
I've never seen. I have fought this too.
day. It's gotta be an order of magnitude more difficult, I swear. The Vault Keepers were charged with guarding the secrets of the
Actually, let me see this real quick because it is say like I would agree.
magnitude more.
To be honest, this is rigged. Salad should be at 10. Neurosurgeon, yeah, that's just at 1. Conductor would be a 6. Prompt engineer 2. YouTuber is off the charts. Being a YouTuber is worse than working on. I'd rather work on an oil rig than do this. But I love it. So I do this. Roast Keeper, I'm not gonna lie, 100,000. Just being in that environment is
Difficult, I swear.
I'm probably not gonna react to the Silksong OST lyrics because I basically did it playing the game. There's legit no point. And I fried this OST. I be listening to this joint while I do anything, while I shower, while I sleep. So it's like there's no point.
The Vault Keepers were charged with guarding the
Who is that
secrets
in the
of
bag?
Citadel. The scroll readers spent their entire lives reading and memorizing prayer scrolls. They also kept
That's what they
song
were
cylinders
reading.
of
Prayer,
various
okay.
prayer songs that could be played back using the proper equipment. From Vault Keeper
No doubt.
Cardenius's dialogue, it seems the Vault Keepers viewed the acquisition of knowledge as a way to transcend their own minds and bodies. Vault Keeper Cardenius is also interesting in that he really hates the Weavers, calling them cursed and implying that they bring death wherever they go. So it's possible the Vault Keepers were
Not
aware
lying.
of some nefarious deeds
Not
done by
lying.
the Weavers during their rule. But Chakra also calls them vicious, so it's possible the views on Weavers changed all over Farloom after they left. The architects seem tasked with maintaining the Citadel itself, creating the cogwork core, as well as developing new technologies for the
Sentinel,
Citadel
what's up,
to
gang?
use. Much of their craft is owed to the tools created by the Weavers themselves. And similar to the Weavers, it seems the architects were also interested in creating life. The first architect designed the first cogwork heart, which was used in the Sentinels, an order of knights that served the Citadel. According to the 12th
Demons.
architect, the Sentinels ventured, even beyond these walls, to see all bugs
I'm about to say.
safe to serve the
I
Citadel.
don't know why, bro.
The use of the word forced here kind of makes me think the Sentinels were kidnapping bugs to work in the Citadel, but the Sentinel we meet in game is pretty nice.
I'm about to
so
say-
I really don't.
I don't know though. Nah, the Sandal's cool. I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to Second Sandal. I'm gonna call him I don't know if it's a guy or girl. I'm gonna call you Sam because Sam is gender neutral. Shout out to the homie Sam. Even though Sam tried to kill my ass, chilling.
Want to believe that they did something kind of problematic like kidnapping.
Gaza's population is on the brink of famine.
I know, gang.
Every
Like you say this every day. Like I know, bro. I can't do nothing.
But it
Like
wasn't
there's
just the
literally
Sentinel
nothing I can do.
robots that the architects created. The numerous Cogworks enemies that populate the core of the Citadel also owe their construction to the architects. But the source of their power seems to come from somewhere else.
Look at these
Whenever one of
dudes.
these machines is destroyed, these strange white flies escape from their shells.
I didn't even realize
These flies are
that.
never directly referenced by anyone in game,
Whoa.
but in the files they are called silk flies. And these things show up all over Farloom.
That's the thing I love about like this game in Hollow Knight. Like the storytelling in this is like some of the best I've ever seen. Cause they don't just tell you with dialogue; it just happens, and you just got to notice it. That's elite storytelling, bro. This is peak, bro.
But where exactly do they come from? I believe the answer to that question can be
I forgot
found in the
about
White
y'all.
Ward, a sub-area of the Citadel
I had to
that
exterminate
provided
y'all.
the setting for horrible experiments. It's here where bugs of the Citadel had silk injected directly into their shells. It seems this was done to extend the life of the bugs. The caretaker explains. Just think of them greedily shoving the silk into their shells. The madness that overcame them. Eternal life for mortal bugs.
Yeah,
The Citadel's reasoning
it's
for
literally the same as like methamphetamine or like you know what I'm saying, like heroin. I'm pretty sure it's the same exact feeling, and then immediately like you're just overcome with nothing.
can be
Like,
explained by a
it's
lore
bad.
tablet found within White
why
Ward
does Sam look
that
like have a
says,
kill like kill
"Oath
blade?
of the White
Everyone got
Ward.
kill like kill blade.
While song must be sung, none may falter. Infirmary, sickness, death, all are banished from our Citadel."
Affirmity.
In other words, the Citadel couldn't afford to lose bugs to death because they needed to continue singing the song,
Yeah.
keeping Grandmother Silk in slumber.
That
if
is
bugs
so
did die, their
dark.
bodies were cremated so the silk could be recovered.
damn.
This process of recycling silk
I
over
hate
and
you.
over again caused the wills and pain of these bugs to live on through the silk,
Hmm.
trapped in a state of torture even after death. But it seems the
Golly.
bugs of the White Ward went even further with their experiments. It seems the silk flies, found inside of the Cogworks bugs, were also created here. Inside White
Mhm.
Ward, we can find a strange device, referred to as a silk siphon within the game's code. Huddled around this device are these silk flies. We can also see silk flies trapped inside this container, and an identical container can be found in the center of the silk siphon. One of these containers can also be found on the ground next to
I
the
didn't even
12th
notice.
architect. Playing the needle
Interesting.
in the silk siphon room reveals the following dialogue. One line in particular is interesting to me. To serve, beyond shell. To the right of this room is a chamber
Look
filled
how
with
many
hundreds of corpses.
Bodies there
A
is,
choral
bro.
commandment can be found at the end of
Jesus.
the room, which reads, "Bug of voice grown hoarse or shell fallen frail, you have been selected for duty most sacred. Become our light, our guide in darkness, that others worthy may climb to join the holy song." So it seems the Citadel was
Damn
transforming
church
the
pamphlet.
silk-infused souls of bugs into silk flies that could be used to provide light for the kingdom of Farloom, as well as power the various automatons working within the core. Even massive constructs like the
That's it. That sucks. Everything is for a plot, bro. it makes sense. Literally all y'all doing, it's crazy how one goal created all of this. Like, imagine growing up here and then you like Naruto, you're 8 years old. One day I'm gonna come and get to the Citadel. I'll be the next Silksong. All for some bull. Like, none of it's real. Like, golly, bro, that's sad.
Chorus
That's sad as
released
hell.
several dozen silk flies when they're destroyed. Given the silk flies seen on the 12th architect's corpse after they die,
How did you
it seems
die?
the architects were also powered by silk flies. The only exception to this I found is the cogwork
tune that up.
dancers, which we
RP.
know were created not from the soul of a Farloom bug, but from the soul of one of the princes of Verdania. When speaking to the Green Prince after defeating the cogwork dancers, Hornet says, his soul is now free from that shell of iron. It seems
Yeah,
Weavers were
okay.
still in Farloom when the silk flies were created, since we can see a few of them in Weave Nest Atla. We can even see some of
Jesus.
them in the Carmelita memory, so it seems they've been around for a long, long
I'm
time.
about to say
We know that
how much money they get from this? You go to a Home Depot, like, oh yeah, so 5 soul fly lanterns will be 25. Like golly.
some things
That's-
change
they doing
throughout
that
the
everywhere.
lifespan of the Citadel, but it can be difficult to track down exactly when these changes took place. For example, in one section of the Citadel, there's an unused statue base. The statue that used to be here was likely Pius Isamor, who was at some point hidden away within the Whispering Vaults. Pius Isamor mentions that the Citadel is built from simple stone, bare and unadorned, but that is certainly not the case by the time Hornet arrives in Farloom. So when did these
That's right.
changes happen? Pius Isamor does mention that the Citadel was bequeathed to the bugs by the Weavers. Bequeathing can mean to give something, but it also has a sense of handing something down. So it's possible the gilding of the Citadel didn't take place until after the Weavers gave control of it over to the Citadel bugs.
Okay.
But the wording is vague, and I don't get the sense that the Citadel bugs would necessarily be more interested in turning the Citadel into some gilded shining city than the Weavers were.
Want
No,
to
no.
actually stick to your health goals this new year? Making this one
They really try to tell me, lose the weight.
One
You lose the pounds, pal. I appreciate it. I might get that joint later, but no. I'm not gonna lie, I'm going demon mode. Even though 2026 is like legit in the next 2 days, I'm a fast.
Big change that almost definitely took place after
About
the
2
Weavers
hours.
left was the completion of the Citadel core, which seems to be referenced in the last edict of the conductors, which reads, "And lo, is eternity sustained. By Architect's Claw,
I just
we
don't.
welcome that final form of dial and rotor, and soul gladly given, the perfect, unfaltering voice. The cogwork core is a massive structure of cogs and shafts in the
Yeah.
middle of the Citadel. We know from the 12th architect that the core was built to sustain the song. The core is filled with cylinders with pips on them, similar to what you would see in a music box. And we know from the Cogwork Clapper journal entry that there are bells and cymbals within the depth of the
These
core.
dude.
And at the very top of the core are rows of statues capable of producing song. So basically, the act of sustaining the eternal song could be done automatically using the core.
So they just
Even
I
the
put that
maintenance could be
technology.
done by the cogwork automatons. This might even explain why the elevator at the entrance to the Citadel goes down into the underworks instead of up into the Citadel proper. If pilgrims aren't needed to sing the eternal song anymore, they can just be directed down into the underworks.
Yeah, no
It
doubt.
seems this was the final state of the Citadel under the rule of the conductors. Bugs were either toiling away in the underworks, locked away in the slab, or trapped as silk flies inside the cogwork shells created by the architects. The bugs themselves were replaced by the cogwork core, so not only was the religion itself fake, but the ones doing the worshipping were fake as well.
This is
The Citadel's
everything is just a
promise truly
plot,
was an
bro.
empty one.
No
As
real
the
in that,
caretaker
bro.
puts it,
That sucks.
inside and out, it's nothing but a grand gilded lie.
Mhm.
And despite all the harsh
Uncle
schemes
spitting, bro.
devised by both the Weavers and the Citadel cast, Grandmother Silk continued to awaken from her slumber. Conductor Balador admits to Hornet that this outcome was inevitable, saying, "The mantle of rule, claimed greedily from Farloom's fading first children, those bitter Weavers. It was yoke, not crown. Now in our
Yeah.
Citadel silence, we share their truth. Only one monarch's claw ever clutched this kingdom, though we raised our voices to cry otherwise." The Citadel cast was finally forced to face the same reality the Weavers had. Even in her subjugation, Grandmother Silk was still the only true power in Farloom. At this point, it seems the Citadel finally fell silent, with only the automated cogwork core left capable of sustaining the song. But it wasn't enough. We aren't exactly sure when this happened, but at some point the land of Farloom became haunted by Grandmother Silk. Her threads reached down
That's
to
what I
the
want to
top
know.
of the
Like,
kingdom,
I want to see
starting
that.
with the bugs in the Citadel, and eventually reaching all the way down to Lower
I'm about to say
Farloom,
the whole world.
binding the bugs of the land to her will. These threads can be seen occasionally when bugs are defeated, as
Weave?
well as when Hornet places her needle in near them. But what exactly does the haunting do to these bugs?
So that makes so
At the
much
top
sense.
of the marrow,
So I'm
Hornet
like, why is everybody like backup singers? Why you say you try to kill me, they immediately go into like harmony C major, but it's a silk that's in them reacting to the damn silk because it's for the song. The Silksong is called Silksong. This is phenomenal.
can discover a mysterious building. Inside, a grunting bug and strange squelching sounds can be heard.
Isn't this? I remember
An
this.
operating table can be found in this room as well.
Somebody
It
getting
seems a
brain
bug obsessed
transplant.
with the haunting started cutting into bugs to examine the effects
my
of the
God.
haunting itself. This bug, known as the Learned Pilgrim, was actually going to have their own quest, but was ultimately cut from the game. But
Might
their
get that from the
findings can
DLC.
still be found written down on a lore tablet, which starts, "In the air, the water, everywhere. After generations and generations of using silk, Farloom has become covered in silk dregs."
Yeah,
This can be seen most clearly in the Citadel.
gotta say,
The tablet continues. Inside their shells,
which is so cool. Cause that's like usually like a motif that happens when something's hella old, or to like show that something's old. We put webs everywhere, but it's weird how like they follow a tradition that's old. The webs is everywhere. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but you get it, right? Cause like
it inside. Guts, tightest around heart, pulsing rhythm. The silk has even made its way into the
This
shells
dude.
of bugs, wrapping itself around their very hearts.
mm,
The presence of silk here is likely due to the experiments of the White Ward. Hornet and the caretaker come to the conclusion that the threads implanted into the pilgrims from the experiments there would be carried down into their offspring, making the bugs of Farloom even more
Nah.
susceptible to the haunting.
so Grandmother Silk is legit like the mom of everybody, if you think about it. Cause her silk reached them. Like damn, you got about what, like two, and these are insects. You know what I'm saying? So like she had about 2 trillion kids. No child support. Just like that's crazy, bro. Imagine that bill though. If they did have child support bills though, that's like a lot.
The tablet finishes.
Jeez,
sick,
man.
alive, dead, something worse, deeper, must look deeper. The haunting doesn't just enslave the wills of living bugs, but it can also
Yeah.
reanimate bugs that have already died, allowing Grandmother Silk to puppet them from above. Under the haunting,
That's
bugs
cool.
long
That's
dead
really
rose to
cool.
their feet to mindlessly continue the tasks they had in life. Pavo, from Belhart,
Pavo.
who was caught in threads in a similar way to the haunting, describes the experience as not particularly comfortable, saying, "It is difficult, upsetting even to think. Strange, sad memories, not my own, and my own thoughts smothered amidst the tangle. If one could choose to connect themselves to something grander, that curse may seem a wonder. For myself, it now seems a horror."
Mm.
According to the dialogue from the Silkart memory. and
I'm about
Right-
to say that's why I love God though, because like we keep chasing knowledge throughout our whole life. We don't want that. Imagine if God showed us everything. I feel like the smartest person in the world only understands about like 3% of what's actually happening. If we were shown 100% of the universe, we would commit, bro. We would know. That's bad. Let me be ignorant, please. The more and more I know, the more and more I don't want to exist. Like I was happy when I was 9. When I turned 13, I was like, yeah, I can't do this. And that's only 13. You know what I'm saying, bro? When I'm 57 years old right now, every day is a struggle just because I know too much. So knowing everything is too much, bro. Hell no. Get me out of here. I can't. I need to know.
Ward.
I know too
It
much.
seems Grandmother Silk is
Yeah.
seeking union with the bugs of Farloom.
Mm.
So it makes sense that foreign thoughts would invade Pavo's mind as such. While the haunting's power was strong, it didn't enslave everyone. Some bugs, like
Hey.
Pondcatcher Reed and Balo, resisted the force that claimed their
Oh,
peers.
so Balo be in the spot.
It's not
no
clear
doubt.
why some bugs were able
Gilly.
to resist the haunting's power. Benjen and Krull, the 2 best characters in the game, share their own theories about
Crazy
it,
take.
saying, "The haunting? Oh, we's got that all worked out. Benjen and me are a right pair of philosophers when we bend our minds to it. It's faith that gets you. It's all caused by being too devout.
Mm.
Yeah, or maybe not being devout enough.
Mm.
Or maybe it's safest not to think about it at all. We could all
Literally.
learn a thing or two from these wise men."
But that's
Imagine
true.
being able to build a video game. If you want to make a game and have no idea how to code,
I don't care, bro.
At some point, probably during the haunting, Grandmother Silk also created her own children entirely out of silk, Phantom and Lace. In the Silkheart cutscene after defeating Lace in the cradle, we get some dialogue hinting at Grandmother Silk's motivation for creating Lace. Better a child spun mad than none. Better a child spun frail than none.
What?
Better a child spun pure than them.
Damn,
One to
who's
wish
that?
our waking. From our silk, a child born loyal. So it seems Lace was created to be a loyal replacement for the Weavers who betrayed Grandmother Silk in the past. Caretaker describes Lace as follows. Look of a child and a mind to match, but her's been up wandering this citadel longer than most, even in its long silence. Way 'fore you came and roused its ire. So Lace is kinda like a 1,000-year-old kid, like you see in those Asian cartoons. So that's kinda weird. But then again, the Knight in Hall Knight is technically using the body of an unborn fetus when you think about it. So maybe this is par for the course for Hollow Knight lore. The point is, it seems Grandmother Silk really emphasized the
Why are you
child
showing these
aspect
random
of Lace
places?
when creating her. Perhaps thinking that would make her more loyal. But that plan created its own problems,
What I say?
as we'll see. Phantom is the other
just
daughter
pissed.
created by Grandmother Silk, but she appears to be deteriorating by the time Hornet finds her hidden away in the exhaust organs
Top 5
under
best
the
fights.
Citadel. Her needle and dialogue contains lines like forgotten and discarded.
I'm about to say,
implying that
like, they don't
Grandmother
care about
Silk
you. I don't
wasn't
know.
as invested in her as she was Lace. But despite their different stations in Farloom, Lace and Phantom share a similar tragic fate. Inside this area
hate
is an
y'all.
empty tank. Playing the needle and reveals a thread memory of Lace talking to her sister inside the tank. The dialogue reads, "She spun us to fade. She spun us to break. Why us, sister? Why us?" Lace seems to resent her mother for her form, saying, "This weak, wasting existence.
Oh, that's cool. Okay.
This was not
That's
life.
very cool.
Just a husk shaped to act as a child." Lace's Hunter's journal entry also claims that it would take a lot of silk to maintain Lace's form. So it seems Grandmother Silk's silk-spun children were fragile creations. Phantom has come to accept this by the events of the game, asking Hornet in her Needlein dialogue to free her from her fading fate. Lace, on the other hand, still isn't too happy about the whole being born frail thing. Huh. I wonder if this will be important later.
Nah, it
At
shouldn't
some
be. I
point during
think
all
the
this,
game is
Squire
not.
bugs were sent out from Farloom to track down and retrieve the Weavers and their kin. The cages used to transport these Weavers can be found in the cradle,
Yeah.
giving us insight into where they were captured. A frail bug with 1/8 Weaver ancestry was found in the Sand Sea Waste. Another 1/8 Weaver was mortally wounded and taken in the Black Barrens. And a quarter
Black
ancestry Weaver was
that
staked
even a
to
place?
serve and taken under the City of Steel. We can also find a Coral Commandment possessed by one of the bugs that kidnapped Hornet, which reads, "Full chamber to the kingdom of the White Worm. Claim the Weaver in half part. Last of their line. Send strong with silk. Resistance anticipated. Quell with rune cage." What's interesting about this line is the phrase, "sensed strong with silk," which possibly implies that the Weavers could be sensed from Farloom, possibly explaining how the locations of the Weavers were known. It seems most likely that Grandmother Silk ordered these Weavers captured. Her exact motives are never directly
Interesting.
stated, but it seems likely to
That's
me
just a
that
theory.
Grandmother Silk wants these Weavers for their silken strength. Maybe she intends to bind these Weavers to herself, making her even stronger.
Does she even
While
need
we know
that,
several
bro?
Weavers were brought back to Farloom, only one can be found alive in-game, Widow. Widow is a pretty mysterious character in the lore. According to Hornet, her mask was forcibly removed, and heavy pins were stuck in her spine to keep her
Oh my
from making her
God.
own silk. Widow is a fanatic
Jeez.
for Grandmother Silk.
So I really thought like those were just like her weapons. Like she just had like 2 swords. But no, that Joe was just in her back, bro. What's that one character from Nietzsche Joe, the robot with the big ass wind up? Joe.
The thread
forget
memory
it.
of her worshipping her in the cradle can be found. Widow is a bit crazed when Hornet finds her, and that seems to be the result of her mask being removed. We know from Hornet's interaction with Mask Maker in this game that masks can, in fact, alter a creature's personality. But who exactly removed Widow's
I mean, that's just
mask, and
reality,
why?
though. Like,
One theory is that Widow is the Quarter Weaver who was captured and staked to service. That would make some sense, since Widow has been literally staked in the back, and is now serving Grandmother Silk. However, the stake to service line might be referring to what state this Weaver was in when they were first found by the Choir Bugs, not the ultimate fate they faced once back in Farloom. Aside from that, some of Widow's dialogue makes me think that something else is going on here. When she meets
What's
Hornet,
that?
Widow refers to her as spawn of those who dared to flee. This line implies to me that Widow didn't flee Farloom like her sisters. Otherwise, it would come off a bit hypocritical. In her thread memory in the cradle, she says, "Of the first, the last," and "Our mother, true." These lines imply Widow has a much more direct connection with Grandmother Silk, as opposed to being only a 1/4 weaver born somewhere outside of Farloom. I suspect Widow was the only weaver still alive in Farloom after all the others fled. As for the removed mask
she's still
and
there.
bounded silk, there are several possibilities. Perhaps Widow was punished by her fellow weavers for continuing to support Grandmother Silk, even after she was put to sleep.
That makes sense.
Although, why wouldn't they just imprison
Lock
her
her
like
up.
they
Yeah, I'm
did
about
for
to
a
say.
sinner? Maybe Grandmother Silk cruelly had Widow punished for the crimes of her fleeing sisters, and then kept her around as a servant. Or maybe
Oh,
Widow
that's
did
messed
it
up.
to herself, forcibly pulling her own mask off, similar to pulling out one's own teeth,
That's what I'm
as some
thinking
kind
about a
of
little
demented
bit.
demonstration
That
of
was my
fealty to
theory
her
for real.
mother. Nothing is strictly confirmed though, and I'll be curious to see what theories evolve around
That's
this
what I like
character.
about this. I love how they don't give us the answer. They give us like multiple choice for real. Like all of these are technically correct. You're not wrong, but we don't know specifically the right answer for real. It is multiple.
As for the weavers that did flee Farloom, it seems their goal was still to create a child
Jesus
that could
Christ.
usurp Grandmother Silk. One of these groups ended up in Deep Nest.
I'm sorry, say that again,
As
gang.
for the strictly
I'm sick
confirmed,
as
though,
hell.
and I'll be curious to see what theories evolve around
bad.
this character. As for the weavers that did flee Farloom, it seems their goal was still to create a child that could usurp Grandmother Silk. One of these groups ended up in Deep Nest, where one of its members, Hera the Beast, became queen. Deep Nest bordered a larger civilization called Hollow Nest,
Yeah.
ruled by the Pale King and the White Lady.
Yeah, we know
At
this. We
some
know
point,
this.
the Pale King asked Hera to become a dreamer, a role which would require her to fall into an eternal sleep. Hera agreed, but only if the Pale King gave her a child. The exact details of what happened next are far too dangerous to discuss here on YouTube, so please type this URL into your browser if you really want to know. Either way, the result of all this was the birth of Hornet. We see during the Red Memory in Act 3 of Silksong that the Weavers were watching over Hornet closely, hoping to draw out her Weaver nature, saying, "Prove yourself, more
I gotta say,
Weavers
she
and
was in the
worm."
dojo training.
But Hera challenged this, telling Hornet, "Ignore them, daughter. They're whispers. Greater,
Let's see.
grander, Weaver, Guardian, Queen. Those are their desires, not your own.
Good ass mom,
Certainly
by the
not
way.
mine. Only if you resist them, you
Like if you want to be a mother, you gotta look at Era, bro. You gotta look at the Weaverness Queen, bro. She's the best example. Do what she did. Type ish. You know what I'm saying?
might see it. Another hope beyond." So it seems the Weaver saw Hornet's strength as a pale being and hoped that she would finally help them defeat Grandmother Silk. Hera, on the other hand, seemingly had no interest in this plan, encouraging Hornet to forge her own path. There's just one wrinkle to all this I just don't understand.
Is that mud?
During the events of Hollow Knight, we see that the Weaver's den in Deep Nest is completely abandoned, save for one Weaver which can be spotted watching the night. According to the Weaver Song charm found in this
Yeah.
area, these Weavers actually left Hollow Nest for their old home, Farloom. But if that's the case, what happened to them? The Weave Nest tablets make it pretty clear that they wanted to stay as far away from Grandma Silky as possible.
So they wouldn't even be
The
in
only possible
Farloom.
indication of where the Hollow Nest Weavers went can be found in Weave Nest Absalom in the Abyss. In this Weave Nest, Hornet can find the Farsight item. This item allows observation over vast distances, and can tell Hornet the state of the world. In the real world, this would be a horrifying mass surveillance device, the likes of which only exist in fiction stories, like the classic novel 1984. But in-game, it basically means the
This
player
dude
can
is
now
stupid.
see the game's completion percentage. There are a lot of parallels that can be drawn between this item and the Pale King from Hollow Nest.
Ah, the
The
head
design
shit.
of the object itself vaguely resembles him. The Pale King has an ability described as foresight, allowing him to know the future to some extent. The lore tablet he left for the Hollow Knight in the Black Egg Temple also gives the world sensibility, which allows the player to see the game's completion percentage. The rune effect in the Farsight cutscene also resembles runes we see in the cast-off shell. So it's possible the Weavers designed this device after encountering the Pale King in Hollow Nest and returning to Farloom. But if that's the case, where are they? Another possibility is that the Weavers encountered a different worm than the Pale King and that's what inspired them to build the far site. We just don't have quite enough information to say for sure. One way or another, Chorus Bugs
awaken to a world of wonder in Final Fantasy XIV Online.
Is that why
sent to Hollow Nest. They eventually captured Hornet within a rune cage and carried her all the way back to Farloom. And now we finally made it to the events of...
But I think I don't get...
We just don't have quite enough information to say for sure. One way or another, Chorus Bugs were sent to Hollow Nest. They eventually captured Hornet within a rune cage and carried her all the way back to Farloom. And now we finally made it to the events of Silksong proper. It's at this point I want to thank a few people for their help on this video. Talking lore with me and sharing ideas, as well as the Hollow Knight wiki community in general, for just being really cool. Also the modding community
Jesus
as well.
Christ, don't do that again.
It took a bit of time for the wiki and mod communities to build up around Hollow Knight when it released back in 2017. So it's been awesome to watch the community tear Silksong apart like a pack of ravenous hyenas on the Serengeti. It honestly brings a tear to my eye, and I don't even cry that much anymore. As the party arrives in Farloom, a Silkfly appears out of nowhere and breaks the rune on Hornet's cage. Hornet escapes from her captors and begins her long trek up to the Citadel, telling the chat.
If we talking about my save file, my damn Still Soul run, all she did was get free out of that cage, went to Bone Bottom, you know what I'm saying, then went to the Marrow and got a Silk Spear, saw Sharma, saw Chakra, fought Ida, they became homies, and then saw a big body ant with a big ass scythe, and she got murdered by him, and that's the end of Silksong. That's my canon. That's what happened in my canon.
Apple made. Then I shall seek their citadel. If the veiled bugs would go to such lengths to bring me here, I intend to find out why. Along the way, Hornet will meet beloved characters such as Quiet Pilgrim, Fearful Pilgrim, Aged Pilgrim, Tall Pilgrim, Solemn Pilgrim, Worried Pilgrim, Dejected Pilgrim, Wary Pilgrim, Exhausted Pilgrim, Pilgrim Preacher, Humble Pilgrim, Scared Pilgrim, Horned Pilgrim, and everyone's favorite, Mort. She'll also find corpses of her dead ancestors, who have waited for her arrival so they could share their strength with her in hopes that she may dethrone Grandmother Silk. Hornet will also face some of her greatest threats yet, such as lava, spike traps, thorns, rocks, bells, steam, and other such obstacles worthy of challenging a godlike being such as Hornet. Hornet can bear witness to many strange.
How the hell is your health bar like this?
Being such as Hornet.
What is this? How you even get this? What the hell? First of all, I'm about to somebody ban Goro, bro. Get out of my chat, please. You know what I'm saying? We could be homies, but what you and your family did, get out of here.
Hornet can bear witness to many strange rituals along her way. She can.
Why did they throw his body down? When did this happen?
Hornet.
Oh my god! And why you hype?
It can bear witness.
Is he dead?
To many strange rituals along.
Yo. R.I.P. Like why y'all?
Her way. She can find pilgrims enthralled in worship. She can break bread with bugs still in control of their senses.
Screw
and
that.
She can even learn to play almost 10 whole songs on her needle. Hornet can even stumble upon a strange cult of burning bugs obsessed with flame. Deep within the thicket, Hornet can find the father of the flame, a giant totem and god, containing the burning corpse of an aged bug. Huh. I wonder if this will be important later.
It shouldn't
Depending
be.
on how she ascends Farloom, Hornet can also be attacked by Lace in Deep Docks. Lace is conducting Silkflies in this scene, perhaps indicating that she is the one who freed Hornet from her cage at the start of the game.
You know what's crazy? That's literally, I don't know if I said that. I think I said that. I literally theorized, like, as soon as that happened, or as soon as I met Lace, I'm like, yo, what if, didn't Lace say that? I'm like, what if Lace freed Hornet, bro? I'm like, hold on. I think Lace is the best character because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she hit her mom low key. And she look who want to kill her, but like at the same time, I'm thinking, what if Grandmother Silk did that joint? It's a lot of theories, but I really thought Lace did that joint. My nose is stuffed to doom.
Lace seems jealous that her mother is more interested in Hornet than her, so she has decided to kill Hornet to keep her from reaching her mother at the Citadel.
Yeah.
However, if Hornet takes a different route to the Citadel, Lace will just show up and taunt her without actually fighting her.
Yeah.
A true hater. In her journey, Hornet may also come across haunted Bellheart,
Yeah.
a town whose citizens have been strung up by silk into the air.
Yeah.
Hornet describes a situation like this. The thread sickness. I've seen its like upon the roads, but there it does not discriminate. The curse that strikes the town, it is driven, focused, a cold use of silk at a concerning scale. Upon investigating the area,
They're everywhere.
Hornet discovers the culprit, Widow. While not the source of the silk itself, Widow can play music.
That's what I immediately thought. I was like, after I beat Widow, I'm like, did we just beat the game? I just thought Widow was like the one that's like controlling everybody because like she up here like, oh, okay. And then like after I beat, I was like, hey, we finished the game, but then the game kept going. I'm like, what the hell going on? I thought this game was like short as hell. I'm like, ain't no way we wait 6 years just for that, just for 12 hours. That's crazy, but nope.
On it to manipulate the silk to her whim. Widow curses the town as a gift for Grandmother Silk, and now sees Hornet as another offering she can give her mother. Once Hornet defeats Widow, she binds the ancestral art Needlein.
I can't do nothing. I could help you. I would if I could, but I can't. I'm just gonna
From
pull
here-
up and be like, okay. It's just like.
Hornet has two paths to the Citadel. She can either ring the 5 bells located in the bell shrine scattered throughout Farloom and fight the last judge at the peak of the blasted steps.
That's what I did.
Or she can venture through Sinner's Road to find the Mist, a strange region of warped space in Farloom full of silk flies and
Yeah,
vengeful
fine
wraiths.
ass damn race.
By playing her Needlein for the silk flies, Hornet can find her way to the exhaust organ and defeat Phantom. Upon defeating either Last Judge or Phantom,
I did that last.
Hornet will gain access to the Citadel. Hornet arrives at a seemingly empty Citadel.
Bro said, I think she wants you, dog, as she's pleading for help. Like you pull up to help her. Like, hey, what's up? You trying to do? As you got malnourished like populations. It's just like you're in the wrong mindset. It's just
Until Lace appears again to
bad.
taunt her.
Yep.
Hornet tells Lace she knows a higher being is responsible for the haunting overtaking Farloom. Lace mocks
That's her
Hornet,
mom,
telling
though.
her that she has no chance of defeating Grandmother Silk. Hornet replies by
Which,
saying,
if she realized that she's like the easiest fight in the game, like you must have not seen Grow. Have you seen Grow? Have you seen the first sin? You know about the first sinner, bro? Do you know about your sister? You know your sister Phantom. Like she was harder to. It's just like, yeah.
I found those
She
who claim
laced.
themselves a god can
Get it? She laced? Cause
rarely match the title.
yo, I feel
And
like
experience tells me
Oh.
even gods can fall. After this interaction, Grandmother Silk lets out a scream, and the Citadel comes to life with the haunted husks of Citadel bugs.
Yeah.
Once Hornet reaches the top of the Citadel and defeats the Cogwork dancers, she must complete the threefold melody, recovering the 3 separate songs held by the architects, keepers, and conductors.
Yeah, we did that.
But before she can get the melodies, Hornet will have to fight one of the most complex
Trabio!
and thematically rich characters in Silksong, and perhaps even all of fiction, Trabio. Trabio is a tragic
Why are you saying
character.
Trabio? Ever you can
His
say whatever
dream
you
was to
want.
bring the Citadel back to life through the magic of the great stage. He called upon Hornet to be his partner in reigniting the flame that fuels the land of Farloom.
But I try to
The
kill
two
your
danced
ass.
the dance of unparalleled beauty.
Of
With every
pyrotechnics and
step,
spin
every turn,
blade,
every
Beyblade.
goddamn exploding ball
That's what I'm
executed
saying,
exactly
bro.
as choreographed. But then tragedy struck when Hornet straight up murders Trabio for real, live on stage.
That's what I'm saying,
Trabio
bro.
made the ultimate sacrifice for Farloom, and now he's dead forever. And yet, he
That's not
lives
true, by the
on
way.
in the hearts and minds of children all over the world. Thank you, Trabio. It seems
goat.
recovering the parts of the threefold melody was meant to be impossible.
Bro just there. Like he didn't need to do any of that. He didn't change anything. Bro just wanted to be on stage and just do stuff and just annoy people. That's it.
Hornet mentions that the climb through the Cogwork core to reach the Architect's melody would be near impossible for a normal bug. And Vault Keeper Cardenius even outright states it was against the law for a Vault Keeper to share the Vault Keeper's melody with a non-Vault Keeper. These roadblocks to completing the threefold melody might play into the idea that regular bugs were never actually supposed to be able to reach the top of the Citadel to learn the truth about Grandmother Silk's imprisonment. Hornet plays the completed melody
to keep it
to the
locked up. They didn't want that to
statues
happen.
and is finally granted access to a lift that will transport
What's
her
up,
to the
Ishmael?
crown. At the top of the lift, Hornet finds Lace, waiting for
Literally.
her in a field of flowers. After the battle, the two finally discuss Lace's true nature. Lace expresses frustration at her silken form, viewing it as a cruel mimicry of life. Hornet tries to console her, but Lace is having none of it and promptly dies. With Lace out of the way, Hornet finally confronts Grandmother Silk, the pale being responsible for everything that's happened up to this point. And I'll be honest, I didn't expect her to look like this.
That's what I'm saying.
She's not bug-like at all. She's like some kind of weird woman. This is what a woman looks like, by the way. After defeating her, Hornet binds Grandmother Silk to herself. As she does so, her crest expands immensely, and her masks transform into Weaver-style ones. Hornet's binding results in the entire citadel
being covered in a
thick web of silk.
Yeah,
we then see Hornet's body curled up inside the cradle as she grows additional pairs of arms. This ending is referred to as Weaver Queen in the game's achievements menu. It seems this was the end goal of the Weavers. Much like Eva before her, Hornet was an attempt by the Weavers to create a being capable of usurping Grandmother Silk. The Weaver Queen ending is not a happy ending for Hornet, as it depicts her following the predestined path the Weavers.
So that's crazy. So like these big-headed parents, big-headed adults, they got what they wish for. So like that was the whole point. That's literally, they had her in the lab training, learning about frame data and launches and combos, and crafted just to get that ending, bro. They don't care. That's what I'm saying, bro. Hornet had a W-ass mom. She was like, don't do that. Do your own thing. Golly. W.
With her body becoming even more...
Yeah. I didn't 100% the game, but I got every ending in the game.
Or Weaver.
Besides the freaking, the Witchcrest one where you had the damn baby inside you. Yeah, that one I didn't get. But basically, we literally beat the entire game for real.
An appearance. But we know that wasn't Hornet's true desire. At some point, the caretaker asks this of Hornet, saying, "Ready to make your play, to oust one ruler and claim her place?" To which Hornet replies, "I'll not deny some part of me desires that outcome. Dominance, it seems, is baked deep in my blood, as too, no doubt, for the one up top. And yet, another part resists. A part, over time, I find myself siding with more. That part wishes not to claim a monarch's mantle. Rather would see my freedom regained, and this kingdom's bugs unshackled from their pale chains." So if the Weaver Queen ending is a bad ending for Hornet, are there any good ones? Well, let's look at the Twisted Child ending. To get this ending, Hornet has to bring the Twisted Child item to Greyroot, a strange creature located in
I was going to get this, but then no. You expect me... I couldn't live without a compass. Like, hell nah. If you have this baby inside you, bro, you can't have a compass. You can't heal. No, I'm good. So we're gonna watch this.
Doing this lets Hornet access the Rite of Rebirth quest, where Greyroot injects Hornet with a parasite that limits her silk and removes her ability to equip tools. To remove the parasite, Hornet must seek help from Yarnaby in Greymore, a doctor kicked out of Belhart for her questionable medical practices. But Hornet can actually just keep adventuring around Farloom instead of dealing with the parasite immediately. This can lead to some interesting interactions. Eva will bar Hornet from entering her chamber. Any Wardenfly that catches Hornet in a cage will be killed by the parasite. Tip and Pill will refuse to let Hornet make deliveries. But the biggest change comes from when Hornet defeats Grandmother Silk while still infected.
Oh my god.
Both pale beings will get tangled in the parasite's roots and be turned into some kind of hardened plant material. Then this happens.
What that mean? We let out some other demon, like, bro.
If you're new around here and you don't know what Hungry Root is, it's basically just like a personal shopper for groceries, for recipes.
I get it, ma'am. I get it. I know,
So I don't think that's a particularly good ending either.
20,000.
But the bad endings don't stop there. There's actually another ending that was cut from the game called Strung to Serve.
Why they cut it?
From what information I've seen, this ending was originally going to trigger if Hornet hadn't rung enough of the Bell Shrine bells across
Interesting.
Farloom. There's a cut line from Caretaker implying these bells weaken Grandmother Silk. In the final game, these bells just unlock one of the two paths to the Citadel, so they aren't quite as important as they might have been earlier in the game's development. In this ending, Grandmother Silk overpowers Hornet at the end of the battle. We get a shot of what appears to be some kind of fusion between the two beings. This fusion then sends threads down to the hapless pilgrims below. So in this ending, it seems like Grandmother Silk succeeded in taking Hornet's strength and is now free to enslave all of Farloom to her will.
This is the worst ending.
So that's a really, really bad ending.
I would say.
But don't worry, I'm sure the next ending will be good, right? Well, no, it's not a good ending. It's honestly not even really an ending. If Hornet helps enough people in Farloom,
That's what I was
the
thinking.
caretaker will eventually suggest to her a method to trap Grandmother Silk. This involves collecting the souls of the caretaker's remaining relatives left in Farloom. These souls include the Chapel Maid in the Moss Grotto, the Bell Hermit underneath Bellheart, and a deceased bug whose soul can be found in Bile Water. Both the Chapel Maid and the Bell Hermit give their souls willingly, but the remaining soul, the Seeker's soul, is a little more difficult to obtain.
I don't
At some
remember
point, this
getting
bug
this for some
traveled
reason.
into Bile Water to seek the help of the Stillkin.
Yeah, that's why I
But
don't
instead of
remember.
working with this bug to fight against the
Hey, go through this
Citadel, the
hellhole.
Stillkin killed him and took his soul. Hornet has to infiltrate the Stillkin's home, Bilehaven, and defeat them and their leader, Grohl the Great.
The worst
Now, I
man
have the
known to
feeling
man.
people are going to try and make the Stillkin out to be the bad guys here. But I'll be honest, if the Seeker was anything like the Caretaker or the Bell Hermit, I don't blame the Stillkin for doing what they did. I will stand with Grohl the Great here, and I hope you do too. The Caretaker
Why would
also
I?
instructs Hornet to search Weaveness Atla for the
I
Weaver-
would if he wasn't. That's the thing. I get why y'all doing this, but what did I do? You know what I'm saying? I understand that y'all, like, you know what I'm saying, y'all got screwed by, like, you know what I'm saying, capitalistic people that just want to, you know what I'm saying, bro, kill a fine-ass grandma. But, bro, why you got to kill me? Now you in the opposition.
prototype weapon, the Snare Setter. Hornet gives these 3 souls and the Snare Setter to the Caretaker, who then sets up the trap inside the cradle.
Yeah.
Hornet then challenges Grandmother Silk. After defeating her, instead of binding, Hornet plays her needle in to activate the Caretaker's trap. But something unexpected happens. A large circle of void within the Snare Setter appears beneath Hornet and Grandmother Silk. The art assets for this thing imply that it's actually opening a portal directly to the Abyss. The void starts to pull Grandmother Silk in, who in turn grabs onto Hornet, attempting to drag her down as well.
Yeah, but
But
Lace
this
pull
scheme
up.
is thwarted by Lace, who cuts Hornet free and falls into the void with her mother.
Hey, she
The
stabbed
two
her in the
disappear
damn
into a
chest.
giant black ball of void that then collapses in on itself, creating a shockwave that shakes the entire Citadel. But just as things seem to have finally ended, void-covered silk threads reach up through the ground from below. This concludes the snared Silk ending.
I'm about to say
But
this is the
instead of
worst
putting
thing that
Hornet
could
back to
happen.
before the fight in the save file, this ending triggers Silksong's 3rd act, called
Mm-hmm.
Abyss. Hornet awakens to find that all of Farloom has been altered, with environments wrecked by the appearance of black threads, NPCs killed in the quakes, and enemies possessed by void.
They ain't find out more.
Hornet travels back to the ruined chapel where she confronts the Caretaker, the Chapel Maid, and the Bell Hermit, who we learn at this point are actually snail shamans. It turns out their fascination with the void led them to try and use it in combination with the Snare Setter to trap Grandmother Silk in the Abyss. The only problem is Lace also fell into the trap.
Yeah.
This has caused Grandmother Silk to violently resist against the void, continuously creating more silk to keep the Abyss from
I
consuming
bet that's
her
the
daughter.
worst mother-daughter
And at the
relationship.
same time, void-infused
all time.
threads connected to her cocoon have shot up into Farloom, threatening to destroy the entire kingdom. Hornet resolves to travel to the Abyss to investigate. She heads to the
Go.
deep docks to seek the help of Ballo in using the old diving bell to drop down into the Abyss. Ballo obliges, but the age of the bell causes a malfunction, leaving Hornet
The fact that
stranded
she
deep
she
below
didn't die
Farloom.
right there is lucky
Hornet
as
looks for
hell.
Grandmother Silk, but discovers that she has been submerged within the Sea of Void. Lace, never one to waste an opportunity to mock Hornet, somehow astral projects herself
I'm
into
about
the
to
room
say you doing a
and tells
Genjutsu.
Hornet there's nothing she can do to
Like
save
just a
Farloom.
pull up.
Lace explains that she saved Hornet as an act of rebellion against her mother for creating her so frail.
Nah. You know you love her. You know you did it out of the act of love and friendship and God. And probably that too. She probably just did that. I'm pretty sure it's like she just wanted to stab her mom. But like at the same time, you did that because you love me.
Explains that she saved
You love
Hornet as
her.
an act of rebellion
You
against her
love-
mother
hey,
for
you
creating her
love her.
so frail, and seems to relish in the idea of dooming her mother and all of Farloom along with her.
I
But
kind
Hornet
of
remains
she bet that.
determined, claiming that she will acquire the bloom that repels the dark.
Mm.
Hornet returns to the top of the
Which
abyss,
is
only to find that the
yeah, from
diving
a
bell has
memory.
disappeared. So she has to climb back out
I didn't know
of the
it disappeared. I didn't went back there. That's what disappears. I didn't know that.
abyss herself. It's at this point that the music from the 2019 reveal trailer starts playing for the first and only time during the entire
So cool.
game.
This was probably
Now,
one of
I've
my favorite
watched that
parts.
trailer
of the
probably
game.
over 300 times in the last 6 years, and it was honestly kind of
Same. I'm probably not that much. I legit, as soon as this trailer came out, bro, like I watched this bit like every day. I'm talking about like at least 5 times every day, just looking and analyzing. And I ain't learned nothing. But I was looking, I'm like, yo, I'm hyped. And it's crazy how we play RP all my guys and all my gals, bro, that saw this trailer was hyped and passed away. Hopefully, like, wherever they at now, they play that bit. And even like the cutout content, hopefully they get the DLC early, like they deserve it, man.
We are not hearing all the sound effects from the trailer. Hopefully Team Cherry will patch the game to add them back in. I really think that would make this moment even more epic. Hornet returns to the Snow Shamans and explains that she must retrieve an Everbloom from within her own memories. We see what is likely the exact same type of flower in Hollow Knight, going by the name Delicate Flower.
Yeah.
Grey Mourner, one of the Pale King's 5 great knights, brought the Delicate Flower from a faraway land, and requests that the knight take the flower to the grave of her dead lover, the Traitor Lord's daughter. I don't know what it is with Team Cherry and tragic dead gay lovers, but if you are gay or have a gay lover, and Team Cherry wants to put you in their game, maybe stop and think about it first.
That's how you're going to die.
To give the Delicate Flower to the White Lady, she declines, explaining that the flower contains a rare power. She also tells Hornet in the Red Memory that the Everbloom is the first light.
Yeah.
The knight can give the flower to the Godseeker, but while she recognizes it as rare and pure, she can't detect any godliness from it. However, giving the Delicate Flower to Godseeker actually unlocks an alternate ending for Hollow Knight. The Godseekers in Hollow Knight are attempting to attune to the Radiance, who they detect as the highest god in all the land. When the knight first arrives in Godhome, a dream realm inside the mind of the Godseeker, she is not impressed, calling it a cringer. But if the knight continues to clear the pantheons, defeating boss after boss, the Godseeker begins to take notice
I'm gonna
of the
do
knight.
this.
Upon defeating the Absolute Radiance at the end of the Pantheon of Hallownest, the knight seems to take on a new form, referred to in-game as Void-Given Focus. After this transformation, the knight begins to leak out from the Godseeker, with void tendrils lashing out from her body. However, if the Godseeker is holding the Delicate Flower, Godseeker and the void leaking from her disappear, leaving only the flower with a single stained petal. So it does indeed seem like the Everbloom can repel void. Whether or not this event in Hollow Knight is the memory Hornet has of the Everbloom is unclear though. The White Lady calling the Everbloom the First Light implies this flower might be a primordial force in the world of Hollow Knight. It's described as having a pale light, maybe indicating that the power found within all pale beings is connected to it. But for whatever reason, only these flowers can repel void.
That's the thing I want to know, like, if this flower didn't exist, would they have that power? Did this flower, like, do they have this power because the flower, or is the flower made this power, or they have the power out the flower? I don't know. I don't know. We need more lore for that.
For whatever reason,
specific
only these
item.
flowers can repel void. Due to her nature as a weaver, Hornet can access things like the Everbloom from her memories using silk. So I guess it kind of works like Essence in Hollow Knight, but instead it's silk, because what can't silk do in this universe? They can make freaking laser beams out of silk, for God's sake.
Big yappa.
However, Hornet needs a spell from the Snail Shamans to actually access the Everbloom. The Snail Shamans tell her they can cast the spell, but it will require a tremendous amount of power. They tell Hornet to seek the Old Hearts, the strength remaining from the former rulers of Farloom, Crust King Khan, Scar Singer Carmelita, and Nihilith. The shamans then teach Hornet a new song on her Needlin, Elegy of the Deep, which will allow her to access the memories of these bugs from when they were in
which
their
is
prime.
the most pain I've ever seen someone go through.
Basically like traveling to a pocket dimension. This is similar to the film Shrek Forever After. Hornet finds the Old Hearts scattered all
bro gotta
across
really shout
Farloom.
out every Shrek.
In the wind-blasted sands of Karak, she can find the corpse of Crust King Khan, hidden away in the Coral Tower. He's even got all his soldiers with him, aura farming even in death. Makes you think. In Upper Shellwood, she finds a shrine built begrudgingly by the Citadel in honor of Nihilith. The shrine itself is protected by Shrine Guardian Seth, who stops any
Shout out
bug
to the
who
dude
would try
Seth,
to
man.
approach
Whoop
it,
my ass
killing them if
4,000 times.
necessary. It's not clear where Seth came from or why he's even in service to Nihilith, but it seems like he's under some kind of spell, considering his personality completely changes after Hornet defeats him, revealing himself to be a total gamer.
Okay, yes. This is nuts. So you telling me I really thought that I was The Fleetopia champion. How the hell you get 90? You gotta be hacking, bro. Sit and bounce. Is that possible? That's not possible. I think my high score is like what? I got a high score. So it was like 46. This is not bad. This is crazy. That's crazy. Juggle, this is crazy. I'm not even gonna lie. He got it. He got it. You got it, bro. I don't care. Unless the reward is like infinite funnel cake with the chocolate syrup, then I don't care, for real. You got it.
Finally, a Hollow Knight character I can relate to. Well, him and Styx. On the east end of Farfield, where I can find the withered frame of Scar Singer Carmelita, who's gotten a little bit bigger since she was young. I've heard this is what protein powder does to you. Playing her newly learned song will allow Hornet to battle Khan, Nihilith, and Carmelita in their prime, and claim their hearts for the Snail Shaman's ritual.
Yeah.
Hornet can also, completely unprompted mind you, track down the Green Prince on the border of Vergania and murder him while he mourns the loss of his lover.
Literally.
Hornet will then call him vain in her murder journal. What the fuck, Hornet? This means Hornet can actually acquire 4 old hearts.
Even though that's a good thing, though. I'm actually really glad that Hornet did that because, like, I just feel bad for Prince, bro. I feel like he don't want to be here. Golly. And this is how the cribble, like, with the spa. That's fire. I didn't afford the spa, you know what I'm saying? But the crib looking nice with that bit. Like, so you jump, that's crazy. So you have like a platform, you jump, and then boom, you like jump into that bit. That's a lot to do. Golly, you want to get to the spot, you got to do parkour in order to get to the spot, but it's worth it. You know what I'm saying? And if you like bring, like, you know what I'm saying, like a guest in, like it's like a bunk bed. They can like go up here if they want. This is gas. Fire crib, man.
The one she doesn't give to the Snail Shamans will get put on a shelf in her bell home. What is her problem? Upon bringing the old hearts to the Snail Shamans, the trio cast their spell, sending Hornet into the Red Memory, a dream space flashing back to moments of her past. We see the Weavers influencing Hornet from a young age, encouraging her to embrace her Weaver heritage. We then see Hera telling Hornet to forge her own path in life, and that she is not bound to follow the desires of her Weaver.
I'm about to say, live your own life, you got freedom.
We then see Hornet training with Hive Queen Vespa, the ruler of the Hive, a location hidden away in the far reaches of Hallownest.
Yeah.
The idea that Hornet was trained by Vespa was mentioned by Ari Gibson all the way back in 2017.
Damn.
But he implied the relationship might not have applied anymore. But 8 years later, Team Cherry has finally confirmed it.
Fire.
Now, you might think that this interaction finally explains why Hornet's name is Hornet, but the game technically doesn't indicate that anywhere in Vespa's dialogue. For all we know, Hera just named her that. At the end of the Red Memory, Hornet confronts the White Lady, who defends her actions regarding the creation of the vessels. In case you forgot this minor plot point from Hollow Knight, the Pale King and the White Lady created the vessels by dropping their children into the abyss and allowing the void to hollow them out. One vessel was chosen to contain the Radiance, a vengeful moth god who has infected the kingdom of Hallownest with a sickness that preys on the minds and dreams of its citizens. Not only does this plan fail, as the Hollow Knight wasn't pure enough to contain the Radiance, but countless more vessels, including the player character from the game, were abandoned in the abyss. Hollow Knight's story is about the player character, the Knight, coming to terms with its past and deciding the fate of Hallownest on its own terms. So, all things considered, not the best showing by these two higher beings. And Hornet even calls the White Lady out here, saying she would never resort to such a weak scheme for salvation. The White Lady responds with pity, and finally offers Hornet the Everbloom. I think this sequence serves as Hornet rejecting the excuses of her divine kin.
I'm about to say, that's a dope thing. Like, y'all are gods, and y'all making decisions that's like, that's ass. And you got someone that's not even a god, just a spotter that's saying "Shaw" like every 5 seconds, like doing the harder decision. Even though I'm not even about that, because like if let's say if Hollow Knight was just still soul was like the only default, that's impossible. I'm gonna be honest, but she heard though. You what's your excuse? You a god, and like you choosing the weak decision. Yeah, it's more efficient. Yeah, it's more quick, but that joint's soft. But you got Shawty saying that Dino, like doing the real task, get her ass beat constantly by frogs and stuff. What's up, Henry, man? Golly. Oh, for real? Damn. Never mind. Everything I said, scratch that. Edit it out.
Seems Hornet views their actions as coming from a position of weakness, while Hornet has come to find the strength to craft the world exactly as she dreams it.
I
And
remember
through
she
that
does
strength,
that though.
Hornet
Yeah.
will choose to save another from the void, instead of sacrificing an entire generation of offspring to it. Hornet's resolve is reflected in the journal entry for Lost Lace, which reads, "To quell the mother's rage and see this kingdom saved, I will claim her back. This one the dark shall not take."
I'm about to say, bro.
Hornet awakens in the
saving
snail
people.
shaman's hut, but all three of them are now gone, save for their shells. They seem to have used all their energy when casting the spell, and faded
To the
away.
point they died.
Let's
Like,
have a moment of
golly.
silence for the snail shamans, who bravely gave their lives for
R.I.P.
Farloom.
my man.
Hey, Caitlin, can you make it from there?
What about from here?
Hey, Caleb from here might be impressive.
So right here. Is that Travis Scott? What's happening, bro? It's late. It's like, bro, give me. I just want to read
Anyways,
more, bro.
here's my tier list for them. With the Everbloom in
About to
hand,
say.
Hornet returns to Deep Docks, where Baolo has fixed the diving bell. Hornet descends into the abyss again, where Lace stops her to chat one more time, saying, "Take the final plunge, Spider. Join us in my drowning palace, and let oblivion swallow us all."
Not at all,
Hornet
boy.
rebuffs Lace, saying, "Oblivion may take you, child. My own life I shall not sacrifice. I have survived the fury of your land. I have borne its barbs and its blades,
Yo.
and I have seen wonders behind its dangers.
Yeah.
But always, child, I remain a daughter of Hallownest, and the void below all things. That darkness I will fear no longer."
On my soul.
This is the last line of dialogue in the game before the true ending, and it's also the only time in the entire
Please,
game
fat
the
as
word
mug.
Hallownest is spoken.
I'm about to say, I want this. Can you get this in a physical? I want this on my wall, like the whole Hollow Knight map. That out. I should have got that for Christmas. This is compy. You got damn Fog Canyon. You know what I'm saying? Go down. You got isn't it, I thought no, cause like you got Fungal Waste right here. You go down. This is you got the spa with the you got Deep Nest right here where I'm at. You see that big eye worm and the elastic borer. You got the City of Tears, beautiful. You go down, you got the waterwork joint. You go up. You still this gotta zoom out. I want this in my room. This is compy. You have one? Hey yo, listen, my P.O. box open. Don't give it. That's on compy. Dox yourself. Let me hang out with you. You know what I'm saying? We could watch. Listen, let me just spin it out of your crib just to look at. I'm just looking at it. You're like, damn. When you sleep, I might be gone. That map in me might be gone when you not. I'm be honest. I need this. How much that joint cost? You could buy it with Hollow Knight. I should have done that. I didn't know you can get this. I'm about to buy this. Next stream, this will be in my room. You'll see that joint somewhere. Like
Considering Hollow Knight is 8 years old at this point, I think legally qualifies as nostalgia bait. You hate to see it.
That is crazy
Hornet
though.
then begins her descent.
That
into the
joint
lake
is
of
old as
nothing below.
hell.
Hornet arrives in a silken sphere created by Grandmother Silk.
Yeah.
The pale monarch can be seen inside, bare of silk. Lace finally appears, but this time corrupted by Void, referred to in-game as Lost Lace. Hornet proceeds to beat the crap out of her.
Not
slowly
true,
freeing
by the
her
way.
body from the corrupting
At
void.
least my Hornet didn't.
Once
My
Lace
Hornet's
is
getting
finally
bodied.
cleansed by Hornet's blade, Hornet asks Grandmother Silk to give her enough silk so that she can escape the Sea of Void and return Lace to safety. However, as Hornet and
Goated.
Lace rocket through the void, the petals of the Everbloom disintegrate. The ever-hungry void tendrils take this opportunity to strike, but are stopped by none other than the Knight, who has
the
arrived
goat.
in Farloom with the rest of the Shades. We even
Goat.
briefly see the Knight's focused form, indicating that the Knight has likely been elevated in power by the ritual of Godhome in this timeline. We never really got a sense
So
of the Knight's
cool.
desires in the events of Hollow Knight, but I feel the Dream
I
No More
agree.
ending was about the Knight and its siblings destroying the Radiance, not because they wanted to save Hallownest or anything, but because they wanted to free the Hollow Knight from its suffering, trapped in the Black Egg, separated from its siblings. The Knight also choosing to help Hornet, another one of its siblings, implies that the Knight really does care for her.
Aw.
And it's not like Hornet also didn't help the Knight as well,
What I
guiding
say?
it towards the King's brand so it
The
could
game
learn
would
the
not
truth
be
of its
well.
conception. So the Knight helping Hornet here is another example of how Hornet helping others leads to the world of Hollow Knight being a better place, at least in some ways.
I mean, that's just real. Like I watched Klaus recently. One of the main messages was like a random act of kindness breeds another. So basically, if you just doing stuff to help people, they'll do the same thing. Just like it's nature. Even the smallest act of kindness goes a long way. That's what I got from this game for real. And like Claws, that movie. I'm actually about to throw up. Like I feel like I'm getting nauseated like crazy, bro. I need some more Benadryl.
The night returns Hornet and Lace to the surface. The void threads around them dissipate. The two awaken, and Lace has a bit of a laugh while Hornet hits her with the Weaver stare. This ending is called Sister of the Void. Farloom and its White Knight have been saved from complete destruction, and the system of endless song and toil has finally been eradicated.
Goated.
But now that we've talked about Silksong's story in detail,
the thing I hate though, I want to see like what happened. Like, did they go to like McDonald's after? Like they did that joint, but like, did they like, you know, what they do after that? They just sitting there chilling like. Did he go like, I don't know what I would do after that, bro. I'll be honest. After all that, I'm in the bed. If I'm Hornet, bro, I'm in the bed for like a smooth year. I'm in the bed watching Corey forever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm in Discord playing League of Legends with my guys. Like, golly, bro. I appreciate that, Henry, man.
Question remains. What is this game even about? Maybe it's a story about lineage, and how we shouldn't let our ancestors decide our fate. Or it might be a biting criticism of how religion is a tool used by the powers that be to extract labor from the unwitting proletariat. It could be an examination on the nature of truth and how the web of lies we spin will inevitably ensnare us. Perhaps it's a story about the relationship between mothers and daughters, and how mutual love and respect should be shared between them, with no strings attached. Or maybe spiders are just assholes.
File your taxes 100% free in the app if you didn't file with us last year. Just file with TurboTax doing
Get off my screen! But yeah, I agree.
You hit this.
Jesus Christ. Shout out to Stuff Gamer BR. But yeah, I agree. I agree with all this. I agree with all this. Where's the frame? I should have I closed out the game. So like we're gonna keep it on this. Jesus Christ. I'm not gonna keep it on the screen. But yeah, that was the lore deep dive. Literally all he said, that's yes. I think all of that is the reason why. You got capitalism is ass. You got one belief can make people just oblivious to the truth and like literally create life. Purpose and intention and action, like that joke can be created by a lie. You know what I mean? And also, don't be a good mom. Because Ada, right? That's a W-ass mom. Look how Hornet became. Hornet's a nice-ass person that helps the world and never gives up because of her mom. Said, hey, yo, kid, do your thing. You have your life. Your life is yours. Like, she didn't have to watch Sonic. You know what I'm saying? That's what Sonic is really all about. She basically just put that into her kid. Like, yo, listen. Open your heart and you'll be all right. Dude, like, you have freedom. Use your freedom. Be yourself. But then you got Lace mom like, hey, yo, kid, you got to do this specific thing. Nothing else. You have no freedom. You do what I say. And look how she ended up rocking a onesie shicey trying to beat your ass and literally stab her own mom in the chest. So, like, true that, yeah, it is about connecting Hollow Knight Silksong as well. That is true. And shout out to the Knight, by the way. Without the Knight, they would have been dead. So shout out to my guy. Like, he really a GOAT. Like look at my damn Opera GX. Like this my GOAT for life. Type ish. Yeah. So that has been I'm not gonna do another Still So run. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna get bodied and that's it. We made it to that one big ass ant. We learned about the lore. This makes sense now. Everything makes sense. I didn't know what the hell was going on in Silksong, but now I do. So like, yeah. This might be the last Silksong stream until we get the Sea of Sorrow DLC. I will not do. One day I might do Still Soulless run again. Maybe this week. But I'm good. Golly. We should play. I already did. If you didn't know, I legit played through the entire Hollow Knight. Like, where is it? Yeah, legit right before Silksong dropped, I did play through all of Hollow Knight type ish. I did 100% it. I got the true end. We did the Path of Pain. I did the Pantheon, but I didn't beat the last Pantheon. Which I might do. I don't know. I might beat Pantheon 5. But you gotta fight the Hollow Knight buff and the Radiance buff. Get me out of here. You gotta fight the Nightmare King before that. Get me out of here. I might do it though. I'm probably not. Just save and quit. That is true. But it's like, nah, I didn't. But that Silksong was fire. This has been an amazing journey, bro. But that would be the last Silksong stream until the DLC. That joke was fun. This was worth the wait, bro. 10 out of 10 masterpiece. The best Metroidvania game ever, bro. Period. Low key. Nah, screw it. I'll talk to y'all later, bro. I'm about to drink some Benadryl. I'm about to drink a gallon. Don't drink a gallon of Benadryl. It's bad. I'm about to go to Taco Bell. Give me some steak, a steak fried box with 2 quesadillas with the sour cream. I'm about to go to Food Line, get some Red Bulls as well. I have no more Red Bulls. I'll drink my last one. BPAD 5 was the most fulfilling game experience I've ever had. Damn. That's what I'm saying. Like, that's crazy. You thought beating damn Radon in the Shadow of Erdtree DLC was hard? Nah. You gotta fight 2,000 demons in one go. Thank you. I will get better. Maybe. Probably not. This might be my last time we talk. But I love you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining me in this journey, bruh. I love you so much. All y'all have a blessed day. Do good. Live by Eda's words, bro. You spin your own web in this life. You do what you want. Just do what you want, bro. I'm gonna be honest, bro. You have free will. Just do what the hell you want in your life. I don't care what the consequences or odds are. Just do what you want. Just do you, bro. Don't follow anyone else's instructions. Don't listen to anybody but your own heart, gang. If you live by your heart, you can't do no wrong. Don't listen to this. Your brain would say, hey, gang, listen, we have hella doubts. We will fail no matter what. Don't do it. Don't listen to that. Be fearless in your pursuit of yourself. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I don't even know what's happening. This could be a dream. Is this a dream? I love y'all, man. Golly. But so watch on the dunk on him real quick. Hold on. Bah! Hold on, one more time.